Hello everyone, welcome back to Maths Marathon classes. To all our new viewers, I have done quite a lot of videos. KCT series has started from 1984 to 2025. I've done of topics like application of derivatives, differentiation, application of integrals, definite integration, three-dimensional geometries from 2014 to 2025. Earlier to that, we didn't have three-dimensional geometry. Now, I'm doing KCT 2024 mathematics paper. All questions will be completely discussed. Okay. So, also 2025 KCT paper is completely solved. Okay. You can go to the description box and see. You can see the playlist there. You can find out if you subscribe to my channel, Abhinam's Maths Marathon. Okay. Please do subscribe to my channel, to our new viewers, and forward to your friends. I'll be discussing all the PYQs and paper wise also, year wise also I'll be doing, chapter wise also I'll be doing of KCT. Okay, and synopsis also will be done for each and every chapter of both first PU and second PU for KCT purpose and for any other competitive exams, including GE. Along with examples, I'll be doing the synopsis part also. Okay, chapter wise KCT level questions also I'll be doing now in the upcoming days, and also JEE main PYQs also have done many videos. Okay, so please subscribe to my channel and forward to your friends. You'll see the number of questions appeared from different topics. Okay, starting from Kcet's 2024 paper, a little bit of controversy was there because now what you're studying is the deleted part. Okay, I mean the reduced syllabus. 20% of the syllabus has been deleted for 2024 CET also. Now 2025 as well as 2024. But what happened is in 2024, even the deleted part also questions were asked. From deleted part also, the questions were asked. That was the main drawback of this paper. Sets one question. Relations and functions. This is of including both first PU and second PU. 5 questions. Trigonometric functions, 2 questions. Complex numbers, 1 question. Linear inequalities, 1 question. Permutations and combinations, 1 question. Binomial theorem, 1 question. Sequences and series, 2 questions. Straight lines, 1 question. Conic section, 1 question. Limits and derivatives, 1 question. Statistics, 1 question. See, first PU, almost all chapters, there are maximum number of chapters will be 1 question. Somewhere like trigonometry, functions, 2 questions. Sequence and series, 2 questions. And relations and functions, this is of including both first PU and second PU. That's why I can see more number of questions, 5 questions. If you include only first PU relations and functions, I think 2 questions were asked. Okay. So this is about the first PU topics. And see the second PU topics. Second PU topics. Probability, 3 questions, that is of including both first PU and second PU. Inverse trigonometric functions, 2 questions. Matrices, 2 questions. Determinants, 3 questions. Continuity and differentiability, 7 questions. Application of derivatives, 4 questions. Indefinite integrals, 3 questions. Definite integrals, also 3 questions. Application of definite integrals, 2 questions. And differential equations, 2 questions. Vector algebra, 4. 3D geometry, 5 questions. Linear programming, 1 question. And mathematical reasoning, 1 question. So this is mathematical reasoning is not there in the present syllabus. That is what, even it's deleted, even though it's deleted, no, 1 question is asked from that chapter. The paper setter has done like this. Okay, so we'll see that we'll discuss the number of discuss the questions now one by one. The first question we have, the value of C in the interval, open interval 0, 2, satisfying the mean value theorem for this function. Mean value theorem it apply. Mean value theorem is f dash of C equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. That's called mean value theorem. The function should be continuous in the closed interval, differentiable in the open interval, and you can find at least one C in the interval, open interval AB, such that it satisfies f dash of C equal to f of b minus f of a by b minus a. By MVT we have the mathematical form of mean value theorem is f dash of C is equal to f of b minus f of a divided by b minus a. This is the mathematical form of mean value theorem. Okay, so the interval is 0, 2. So a is 0 and b is 2 here. Okay, a is equal to 0, b is equal to 2. My f of x in the simplified form I can write it as f of x is x into x minus 1 the whole square expanded. What do you get if I expand this? You get x square plus 1 minus 2x. Correct? Expanding it. X minus 1 the whole square, a minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. Multiply this. What we get is x cube plus x minus 2x square. F dash of x. F dash of x is equal to how much? Derivative of x cube is 3x square. Derivative of x is 1. Derivative of 2x square is 4x. This is f dash of x. We need to find f dash of c. Correct? F dash of c means you replace x by c from this. What we get? Correct? No multiplication. Expanding x minus 1 the whole square, x square plus 1 minus 2x. Open the bracket. X cube plus x minus 2x square. Differentiate it. 3x square plus 1 minus 4x. So f dash of c is going to be equal to how much? F dash of c is 3c square plus 1 minus 4c is equal to f of b. F of b means put x equal to 2. That is b is equal, in place of x you put 2. That is f of 2. Correct? F of 2 minus f of 0. F of 2 minus f of 0 divided by 2 minus 0. A is 0 and b is 2. F of 2 if you find out, 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 square is 1. 1 into 2 is 2. So f of 2 is 2. F of 0 is going to be 0. Correct? 2 minus 0 is 2. 2 by 2 is 1. So 3c square, what I am getting is 3c square plus 1 minus 4c is equal to 1. Correct? From this we can write this as 3c square minus 4c is equal to 1 minus 1, 0. You can take c common. What remains is 3c minus 4 equal to 0. This gives a into b 0, means either a equal to 0 or b equal to 0. C is equal to 0 or c equal to 4 by 3. C equal to 0 does not belong to the open interval. Of course, c equal to 4 by 3 lies in the open interval 0 to 2. So required answer is 4 by 3. C equal to 0 is rejected. C equal to 4 by 3 is accepted. Correct? This value lies in the interval 0 to 2. Please make a note of application of mean value theorem. How to apply mean value theorem. This is of course called as Lagrange's mean value theorem. There is one more mean value theorem called as Cauchy's mean value theorem. That is for two functions f and g. If they give two functions and I ask you to verify the mean value theorem, that's called as Cauchy's mean value theorem, and this is Lagrange's mean value theorem. Please make a note of this. Move on to the next one. Question number 2 we have d by dx of cos square of cot inverse root of 2 plus x by 2 minus x. We will express cot inverse in terms of cos inverse. So that cos of cos inverse will cancel out according to your language I'm telling. So this will simplify it. Cot inverse of value is given is that value is the adjacent side by opposite side. Correct? If you take a triangle and mark the angle as theta, this angle is theta. Cot inverse of means it is adjacent by opposite. So it will be root of 2 plus x by 2 minus x. And if you find out the hypotenuse, square of this plus square of this. Square of this is 2 minus x. Square of this is 2 plus x. If I add sum of the squares, if we take sum of the squares of these two, I am going to get 2 plus 2, 4. Root 4 is 2. So hypotenuse will be 2. Correct? Hypotenuse is 2. Root of 2 minus x square plus root of 2 plus x square is going to be 4. Root 4 is 2. So square of this plus square of this will be equal to square of this. I am converting cot inverse to cos inverse. So if you want to convert cot inverse to cos inverse, I should write cos inverse of adjacent side by hypotenuse. This could be written as d by dx of d by dx of cos square of cot inverse, cot inverse I'll convert it to cos inverse. So cos inverse, okay, cot inverse becomes cos inverse of adjacent by hypotenuse, root of 2 plus x by 2. Root of 2 plus x divided by 2. This is equal to d by dx of cos square theta. Any inverse trigonometry function represents the angle. This is theta, correct? So I can write this as cos square theta, means cos of cos inverse root of 2 plus x by 2 the whole square, correct? This is cos square theta. Cos square theta means what? Cos theta the whole square, correct? Cos theta the whole square. So cos of cos inverse root of 2 plus x by 2. We know cos of cos inverse x is x. If x lies in the interval minus 1 to plus 1. Of course, we assume that it lies. So this will be d by dx of cos inverse root of 2 plus x by 2 will be root of 2 plus x by 2. This becomes d by dx of root of 2 plus x square is 2 plus x and 2 square is 4. This is equal to d by dx of 2 by 4 is 1 by 2 and this is x by 4. Separate the terms. Divide individually. 2 by 4 is half plus x by 4 and derivative of half is 0. Derivative of x by 4 is 1 by 4. Correct? Derivative of constant is 0. Derivative of half is 0. X by 4 means 1 by 4 into x. Constant into variable. 1 by 4 into x. 1 by 4 keep as it is derivative of x1. So 0 plus 1 by 4 is going to be equal to 1 by 4. Answer is 1 by 4. Option D. Please make a note of this. Also we can do it by another method. Whenever there is root of 2 plus x and root of 2 minus x, we can go by method of substitution, putting x equal to cos theta. Even that method I'll do. Please make a note of this. This is expressing an inverse trigonometric function in terms of other. I am converting cot inverse to cos inverse. Cot inverse of adjacent by opposite is cos inverse of adjacent by hypotenuse. That method. Converting cot inverse to cos inverse. That method I have done. Another method I will do by putting x equal to cos theta. Go on simplified. Take this function as y. Okay. Then you find dy by dx. I'll add one page here. Let y be equal to cos square cot inverse. Let y be equal to cos square of cot inverse root of 2 plus x by 2 minus x. Here we put x equal to cos theta and put x equal to cos theta because there is root of a plus x and a minus x. Whenever there is root a plus x and root a minus x, we put x equal to a cos theta. Put x equal to cos theta and go on simplify it. This becomes cos square of cot inverse of root of 2 plus 2 cos theta divided by 2 minus 2 cos theta. Go on simplify it and finally differentiate. Cos square cot inverse of root of 2 is common, 1 plus cos theta. Here 2 is common, 1 minus cos theta. 2 cancels. Cos square of cot inverse of 2 will cancel here. 1 plus cos theta we know. 2 cos square theta by 2. 1 minus cos theta is 2 sin square theta by 2. So this is cos square of cot inverse of 2 cancels. Cos square by sin square is cot square. Root of cot square is cot theta by 2. This becomes cos square of Cot inverse of cot theta by 2 is theta by 2. Cos square theta by 2 is 1 plus cos theta divided by 2 using half angle formula. 1 plus cos theta is 2 cos square theta by 2. So cos square theta by 2 is 1 plus cos theta by 2. Retrieve back from this. Cos theta is x by 2. Cos theta is x by 2. So this will be 1 plus x by 2 by 2. 1 plus x by 2 divided by 2. Separate the terms, we get 1 by 2 plus x by 2 by 2 is x by 4. At this stage, we'll differentiate. So far, we only simplified it. At this stage, I'm going to differentiate. Therefore, dy by dx is equal to derivative of 1 by 2 is 0. Derivative of x by 4 is 1 by 4. So 0 plus 1 by 4 is 1 by 4. This is the second method, okay? This is the second method I have done. Even the first method also we got the same answer, 1 by 4, option D is answer. Even in the second question also, second method also we got the same answer. Any method you can do. This method is better actually, you can save the time. Converting cot inverse to cos inverse, all these things you can do mentally. No need to write many steps. You can skip the steps and write, okay? Because you have to be very fast. For any competitive exams, two important keywords you should remember. One is speed, another one is accuracy. Speed and accuracy both should be there. Then only it's possible to get success in the competitive exams. Okay. On to the third question. For the function f of x given like this, x equal to 2 is which kind of point you have to find out. Whether it's a point of minima or maxima or a point of inflection or it's not a critical point. So given a cubic polynomial, differentiate this. F dash of x. F dash of x and find out. F of x is given. F dash of x I'm finding out. Derivative of x cube is 3x square. Derivative of 6x square is 12x. Derivative of 12x is 12. And derivative of 3 is 0. Also you find out you have double dash of x. Second derivative. F double dash of x is going to be 6x minus 12. Now find out the points where f dash of x becomes 0. That is a critical point. Critical point, stationary point and point of inflection. Three important keywords you must know in the application of derivatives chapter. Critical points are the points where derivative becomes a 0 or the points where derivative is not defined. Okay. Whereas stationary point is points where derivative equal to 0. So for stationary points we can find a horizontal tangent parallel to x-axis. So difference between critical point and stationary point. Critical points are the points where derivative vanishes or derivative is not defined at such points are called critical points. Stationary points means only points where derivative becomes 0, derivative vanishes. Okay. So difference between the stationary point and critical point you must know. And point of inflection is the point where the function is neither maxima nor minima. For that the second derivative sign should change from positive to negative or negative to positive. Second derivative sign should change from positive to negative or negative to positive at that point. Such a point is called as point of inflection. Okay. So you have double dash of x we got now. Now I'll do first derivative equal to 0. Equate the first derivative to 0. F dash of x equal to 0. Now f dash of x equal to 0. F dash of x equal to 0 gives what? Can take 3 common there. 3 is common. So what remains is x squared minus 4x plus 4 equal to 0. F dash of x equal to 0. 3 into x squared minus 4x plus 4 we can complete the square. It is x minus 2 the whole square. Correct? If I expand this I'll get this. A minus b whole square, a square plus b square minus 2ab. 3 can't be 0. So x minus 2 the whole square should be 0. That means x minus 2 equal to 0. That gives x equal to 2. Yes, x equal to 2 is a critical point because at x equal to 2, derivative is going to vanish. When x is equal to 2, derivative is becoming 0. F dash of x becomes 0 when x equal to. X equal to 2 is a critical point. Here they mention it's not a critical point. So option C is not correct. Correct? Therefore, x equal to 2 is a critical point. Whether it is a point of inflection I have to verify. X equal to 2 is a critical point. X equal to 2 is a critical point. So not a critical point is not true. And I'll find out the second derivative sign at x equal to, for x less than 2 and x greater than 2, find out the second derivative sign. F double dash of 2 minus we find out. 2 minus means what do you understand? The value of x is slightly less than 2. Slightly less than 2 you take. Say 1.9. 6 into 1.9 minus 12. If you do, it's going to be negative. It's going to be negative. F double dash of 2 will be less than 0, right? Is negative also you can write. F double dash of 2 minus will be less than 0. Is going to be less than 0. And F double dash of 2 plus, F double dash of 2 plus is going to be greater than 0. Okay, 2 plus means slightly greater than 2. The value of x is slightly greater than 2. Say 2.1 you take. F double dash of 2.1. 6 into 2.1 will be 12.2. 12.2 minus 12 is positive. If you take a value of x greater than 2, second derivative turns out to be positive. If you take a value of x slightly less than 2, second derivative is turning out to be negative. So second derivative sign changes from negative to positive as x increases through 2. So 2 is a point of inflection. 2 is a point of inflection. So the second derivative sign changes from the second derivative sign. The second derivative sign changes from negative to positive. The second derivative sign changes from negative to positive. From negative to positive. Second derivative sign changes from negative to positive as x increases through 2. As x increases through 2. Therefore, x equal to 2 is a point of inflection. Is a point of inflection. Answer is option B. It's also a critical point and it's also a point of inflection. And also I can make a conclusion that every stationary point is going to be a critical point. But every critical point need not be a stationary point. Okay, that is also there. Because for stationary point, derivative should vanish. For critical point, derivative can vanish or derivative is not defined. Even such points are critical point. So every stationary point is going to be a critical point. But every critical point need not be a stationary point. Okay. Point of inflection means the points where the function has neither maxima nor minima. Such points are points of inflection. And the second derivative sign changes from negative to positive or it can change from positive to negative. And here second derivative is also becoming 0 here when you put x equal to 6 into 2, 12, 12 minus 12, 0. That's not the necessary condition for point of inflection. Okay, I can discuss in detail about the point of inflection. I'll make a separate video for point of inflection only. Okay, in the upcoming days. On to the next one. Question number 4 we have. The function f of x equal to mod of cos x. Given various options like this about the continuity and differentiability. You must know mod of cos x is continuous everywhere. You know cos function is continuous everywhere. So mod of cos x is also continuous everywhere. Modulus function is continuous everywhere. Even cos x is continuous everywhere. Modulus of cos x being the composite function of cos x and mod x, it is going to be continuous everywhere. But it is not differentiable at the points where terms inside the mod is becoming 0. Okay, I can tell mod f of x, say f of x equal to mod of g of x. F of x equal to mod of g of x is given, is not differentiable at the points where g of x becomes 0. Is not differentiable at the points where g of x becomes equal to 0. It's not differentiable at the points where g of x becomes 0. It's not differentiable at the points where g of x is equal to 0. So now what is given is f of x equal to mod of cos x. Mod of cos x is not differentiable at the points. Mod of cos x is not differentiable. Mod of cos x is not differentiable at the points where cos x becomes equal to 0. We know differentiability function is not differentiable at the points where there is a sharp point. Points where there is a sharp point, at such point the function is not differentiable. At the points where cos x becomes equal to 0. Cos x becomes equal to 0. Cos x equal to 0 means x is equal to 2n plus 1 pi by 2. Cos function becomes 0 for every odd multiple of pi by 2. Every odd multiple of pi by 2, the function cos function becomes 0. These are the points where the function is not differentiable. Correct? Mod of cos x is not differentiable at the points where cos x becomes 0. If you want to draw the graph of cos x, from there I can get the graph of mod of cos x. Cos x graph will draw in the interval 0 to 2 pi, or in the interval minus 2 pi to plus 2 pi will draw. Cos 0 is 1, cos pi by 2 0, cos pi is minus 1, cos 3 pi by 2 0, cos 2 pi is 1, cos of minus pi by 2 0, cos of minus pi is minus 1, cos of minus 3 pi by 2 0, cos of minus 2 pi is 1. This is the graph of cos x. This is the graph of cos x. I have drawn it in the interval 0 to minus 2 pi to plus 2 pi. So when you want to get the graph of mod of cos x, whatever is present below the x-axis will be shifted above the x-axis, gets reflected above the x-axis. So mod of cos x graph will be like this. Mod of cos x. Pi by 2 minus pi by 2. Mark this. This is minus pi by 2. This is pi by 2. Correct? Next we have 3 pi by 2 here. Whatever is present below the x-axis will be shifted above the x-axis. Mod of cos x. So this part is present above the x-axis only. And whatever is present below, it will be shifted above the x-axis. Like this it is. This is the graph of mod of cos x. Also we can check whether it is not differentiable by using the derivative, the left hand derivative and right hand derivative. That way also we can do. Okay, left hand derivative and right hand derivative. This is the function f of x equal to mod of cos x. F of x equal to mod of cos x. Graph of f of x equal to mod of cos x. Where it is not differentiable at the points where it intersects the x-axis. We can see sharp point here, correct? You can see the sharp points at this. Here there is a sharp point at pi by 2, at 3 pi by 2, at minus pi by 2, at minus 3 pi, where there is white dot you can see. At these points the function is not differentiable. Not differentiable at these points. Okay, that means it's odd multiple of pi by 2. Pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2. At such points the function is not differentiable. Correct? Not differentiable at these points. Minus pi by 2, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, minus pi by 2, minus 3 pi by 2. That is odd multiple of pi by 2. How to represent odd number? 2n plus 1. 2n plus 1 represents odd number. Odd multiple of pi by 2. The function is not differentiable. So it is everywhere continuous but not differentiable at odd multiples of pi by 2. Answer is option D. It is continuous everywhere but not differentiable at odd multiples of pi by 2. Similar to this, we can ask mod of sin x. Mod of sin x is continuous everywhere, but it is not differentiable at n pi. Because mod of sin x will become 0, means sin x should become 0. Terms inside the mod should become 0. Sin x equal to 0 for x equal to n pi. So for n pi, mod of sin x is not differentiable. Mod of cos x is not differentiable for odd multiple of pi by 2. 2n plus 1 represents odd number. Odd multiple of pi by 2. Hope it's clear. Move on to the next one. Question number 5. Given y is equal to 2 into x power 3x, want to find derivative at x equal to 1. dy by dx at x equal to 1 we want to find. So 2 into x power 3, 2 is a constant, x power 3x, it takes variable power variable. We know derivative of u power v, whenever there is variable power variable, we use this formula. d by dx of u power v, d by dx of u power v is equal to u power v into d by dx of v log u. Use this. Instead of taking log and differentiating, directly we can apply this. Given y is equal to 2 into x power 3x dy by dx. dy by dx is equal to constant keep as it is. For this, d by dx of x power 3x. d by dx of x power 3x. Constant keep as it is. Differentiate the variable. To differentiate the variable u power v, derivative of u power v is u power v into v log u. X power 3x into d by dx of v log u. 3x log x. Derivative of u power v is u power v into derivative of v log u. Correct? So this is equal to 2 into x power 3x. Here, derivative of 3x log x. For that, we can apply the product rule for this. 3 is constant. Derivative of x log x by using product rule. X into derivative of log x is 1 by x plus log x into derivative of x is 1. Correct? So this is 3 into 2 gets multiplied. 6x power 3x into x will cancel. We get 1 plus log x. 1 plus log x. Now we need to find the derivative at x equal to 1. dy by dx at x equal to 1. dy by dx at x equal to 1 is 6 into 1 power 3, correct, into 1 plus log 1. Log 1 is 0. Correct? Log 1 is 0. Put x equal to 1. 1 cube is 1. 1 into 6 is 6. 6 into 1 plus log 1 is 0. 6 into 1 is 6. Answer is option B. Normally, whenever there is an exponential function, normally we don't take the base as 1. Of course, here it's taken as 1. Still, we can accept it, I think so. Answer is option B. Derivative of u power v. Learn this formula. Quite important. Derivative of u power v is u power v into derivative of v log u. Derivative of x power 3x is x power 3x. This you write as it is into derivative of v log u, 3x log x. Bring the power down, apply log to that. 3x log x. 3 is constant, keep outside. Differentiate x log x by using product rule. First function keep as it is, differentiate the second function. Plus second function keep as it is, differentiate the first. X cancels, 1 plus log x. Finally put x equal to 1 and get the answer. Option B is the answer. Move on to the next one. Question number 6. Let the function satisfy this equation. Now, functional equation is given. X comma y belongs to R. F of 0 is not equal to 0. F dash of phi is required. F of x plus y equal to f of x into f of y. F of x plus y is equal to f of x into f of y. It's a functional equation. A power x plus y is equal to a power x into a power y. We can use that. A functional equation is given actually. So this function, this equation is satisfied for the function f of x equal to a power x or a power kx second term. And I can determine the value of k and a using the given condition. F of phi is given 3, f dash of 0 is 2. Of course, we have a shortcut method also for this. Whenever a function equation of this type is given and ask you to find f dash of a is equal to f dash of 0 into f of a. You can learn this. Quite useful result, time saving result. F dash of a is f dash of 0 into f of a. F dash of a is equal to. Therefore, if you want to find f dash of phi, it is going to be f dash of 0 into f of phi. F dash of 0 is given to us as 2 and f of phi is equal to 3. 2 into 3, answer is 6. Or else I can use the first principle starting from f dash of phi. F dash of phi is what? F dash of phi is equal to limit h tends to 0 f of phi plus h minus f of phi divided by h. This is my second method. Using the definition of the first principle, okay, as a derivative. F dash of phi means limit h tends to 0, f of phi plus h minus f of phi by h. This is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of phi plus h means what? F of phi into f of h minus f of phi divided by h. F of phi is common. Limit h tends to 0, f of phi into f of h minus f1, correct, divided by h. You can write like this. F of phi plus h is f of phi into f of h. Because of this, given f of x plus y equal to f of x into f of y. Using this, f of phi plus h is split as f of phi into f of h using the given functional equation. So that I can take f of phi common from this. F of phi is taken common. F of phi can be kept outside. F of phi is kept outside. Limit h tends to 0. What we have is f of h minus 1 divided by h. As h is tending to 0, denominator is becoming 0. So we have by L'Hopital's rule, even numerator should become 0. Otherwise, limit does not exist. Correct? If denominator is becoming 0, numerator also should become 0. By L'Hopital's rule, I can tell by LH rule or by L'Hopital's rule, LH rule also I can call in short. By LH rule, this becomes f of phi into limit h tends to 0. L'Hopital's rule says differentiate numerator and denominator separately. I am differentiating with respect to h. It becomes f dash of h and derivative of 1 is 0. Derivative of h with respect to h is 1. So this becomes f of phi. Now apply limit for this. It becomes f dash of 0. F of phi how much? F of phi is 3 and f dash of 0 is given to be equal to 2. 3 into 2 is equal to 6. Please make a note. This is the direct time saving result. This is the first method I have done by using the time saving result. Because of this functional equation, I can write f dash of a as f dash of 0 into f of a. And this is by using the first principle, definition of the derivative of the function, and also using this condition, f of x plus y equal to f of x into f of y. Question number 7. Integral of 1 by x into 6 log x the whole square plus 7 log x plus 2. Here, we'll make a substitution for this. Put t is equal to log x. Put t is equal to log x. Put t is equal to log x. Derivative of log x is 1 by x. dt by dx is equal to 1 by x. So dt is equal to dx by x. Because there is log x and 1 by x, I'll make a substitution t equal to log x. So given integral, I'll call it as I here. I is equal to integral of 1 by x into dx, that is dx by x. Dx by x is dt, dx by x is dt by 6 into log x the whole square, that is t square, 6t square plus 7t plus 2. This becomes integral of dt by, I'll take from this, I can factorize this, 6t square plus 7t plus 2 can be factorized. We can use method of partial fractions, otherwise we can avoid the partial fractions method here. We can split this as 6t square plus 3t plus 4t plus 2. You can take 3t common here. What remains is 2t plus 1 plus 2 into 2t plus 1. So 2t plus 1 is common. So this becomes 2t plus 1 into 3t plus 1. So this is factorizing it. I can write it as 2t plus 1 into 3t plus 1. Correct? Three t is common from this. Correct? No? Adding you should get 12, multiplying you should get 7. 3t is common from these two. 2t plus 1. If you multiply this, 6t square plus 3t plus 2t plus 1. 2 is common, right now. Multiplying those two will get like this. 6 2s are 12, 4 3s are 12, correct no? From these 3t is common, 2t plus 1, 6t square plus 3t. Here 2 is common, 2t plus 1. So that 2t plus, oh sorry, here I made a mistake. This is 3t plus 2. 3t plus 2. 2t plus 1 is common, 3t plus 2 remains. 3t plus 2. Now instead of using partial fractions, what I'll do is, I'll use 1 by AB form. 1 by AB is equal to 1 by B minus A into 1 by A minus 1 by B. This method I'll use. 1 by B minus A into 1 by A minus 1 by B. I can resolve this using partial fractions and integrate, or else I can use 1 by AB equal to 1 by B minus A into 1 by A minus 1 by B. My A is 2t plus 1 and B is 3t plus 2. But whenever you want to apply this formula, the difference of the second and first bracket should be independent of the variable. So here, if you take the second bracket minus first bracket, I get a variable t. So I should avoid that. So what we'll do is, take 2 common from the first bracket, take 3 common from the second bracket. So this becomes 1 by 2 into 1 by 3, 1 by 6 comes out. Take 2 out from this, take 3 out from this. So what you get is dt by, this will be t plus half, and this will be t plus 2 by 3. Like this. Now we can apply this formula, 1 by AB. 1 by AB is 1 by B minus A into 1 by A minus 1 by B. So 1 by second bracket minus first bracket will be how much? T minus T is 0. 2 by 3 minus half. 2 by 3 minus half. That will be 1 by 6. Okay. Integral of 1 by T plus half minus 1 by T plus 2 by 3. This difference is going to be 1 by 6. If you want to find out. 2 by 3 minus 1 by 6. 2 by 3 minus half is 1 by 6. 3 into LCM is 6. 3 2s are 2 into 2 4. 2 3s are, so 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 by 6. So this is 1 by 6. 1 by 6 is going to cancel. 1 by 6, 1 by 6 will cancel. Correct? 1 by 6 into 1 by 1 by 6. That becomes 6 6. 6 by 6 becomes 1. This product is 1. Correct? 1 by 1 by 6 will become 6. 6 into 1 by 6 becomes 1. So what is left is integral of 1 by t plus half minus 1 by 2 t plus 2 by 3. Integral of 1 by x is log of mod x. This will be log of mod t plus half. Log of mod t plus half minus log of mod t plus 2 by 3. Add a constant. Now we can use property log a minus log b, log of a by b, log of mod t plus half divided by t plus 2 by 3. Finally, we can substitute back for t. T is log x, and I can take LCM there and simplify. This will be log of mod, taking LCM and simplifying, 2 log x plus 1 divided by 2. And here it is 3 log x plus 2 divided by 3. 3 log x plus 2 divided by 3 plus a constant. And we can rename the constant. This 3 goes up, this 2 comes down. I can separate out the constants there and get the answer. We can write one more step here. This is equal to, what we get is log of mod, therefore I is equal to log of mod 2 log x plus 1, 2 log x plus 1 divided by 3 log x plus 2, 3 log x plus 2, correct? 2 log x plus 1 by 3 log x plus 2. This 3 goes up, 2 comes down, into 3 by 2. Into 3 by 2 plus a constant c. Constant c can be renamed. I'll call the constant as c1 initially. Initially, I take the constant as c1. Then you can use property here. Log of a is log a plus log b, and log 3 by 2 is also a constant. So rename the constant log 3 by 2 plus c1 as a new constant c. Therefore, I is equal to log of mod 2 log x plus 1 by 3 log x plus 2, 2 log x plus 1 divided by 3 log x plus 2 plus c1 plus log 3 by 2, and c1 plus log 3 by 2 is a new constant c. So this is a new constant c. So answer is log of mod 2 log x plus 1 by 3 log x plus 2 plus c. Option B is the answer. Please make a note. Move on to the next one. Learn this formula. Instead of using partial fractions, I use this formula. 1 by ab equal to 1 by b minus a into 1 by a minus 1 by b. And whenever you want to apply this formula, the difference of the second bracket and first bracket should be independent of the variable. That's why I take 2 common from this, 3 common from this. To balance it, divided by 2 for this. Understood? So we get the answer, option B. Move on to the next one. Question number 8. Integral of sine 5x by 2 by sine x by 2. Our main aim is to reduce the integral to standard form always whenever an integral is given. So to reduce the given integral to standard form, what I do is I multiply and divide by cos x by 2 here. Sine 5x by 2 divided by sine x by 2 is given. Here you multiply and divide by cos x by 2. Multiply by cos x by 2 for numerator and denominator. So that we know sin x is 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. From there, I can use the half angle formula and simplify denominator. Sin x is 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2. So sin x by 2 into cos x by 2 is sin x divided by 2. So denominator will be sin x by 2. And numerator I can use the transformation formula. This will be sin x divided by 2. Sin x by 2 cos x by 2 is sin x divided by 2. Correct? Now use the converting the product to sum, sin a cos b formula. For numerator I am applying sin a cos b. Sin a cos b is equal to half sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Half sin of a plus b plus sin of a minus b. Sin a cos b formula. Converting the product to sum. So sin 5x by 2 into cos x by 2 becomes what? Half into sin of a plus b. Sin of 5x by 2 plus x by 2. 6x by 2, that is 3x. Plus sin of a minus b. 5x by 2 minus x by 2. 4x by 2, that is 2x. Sin a cos b, half sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Correct? This 2 cancels. So what is left is sin 3x plus sin 2x divided by sin x. Correct? 2 cancels. Half will cancel. So sin 3x will write the formula. 3 sin x minus 4 sin cube x. 3 sin x minus 4 sine cube x. Sine 2x is 2 sine x cos x divided by sine x. This is separate the terms. 3 sine x by sine x becomes 3 minus 4 sine square x plus 2 sine x will cancel cos x separate the terms, divide individually. 3 we can integrate. Integral of 3 is 3x. Integral of cos is sine. But sine square x, for that we should use the power reducing formula. So I'll write one more step here. 3 minus 4 into, for sine square x, there is 1 minus cos 2x divided by 2. Sine square x is 1 minus cos 2x by 2 using the power reducing formula. Correct? Simplified further, integral of this becomes 3 minus 4 by 2 is 2. Correct? 4 by 2 is 2. 2 into 1 is 2 there. 2 into 1, 2. Minus into minus will become plus 2 cos 2x plus 2 cos x. This much I need to integrate. Correct, no? 4 by 2 is 2. 2 into 1, 2. Minus 2 into minus becomes plus 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So integral of this will be 1 plus 2 cos 2x plus 2 cos x dx. Integral of 1 is x. Integral of 2 cos 2x will be 2 sin 2x divided by 2. 2 into integral of cos x is sin x plus c. Here this 2 cancels. So we get x plus sin 2x plus 2 sin x. X plus sin 2x plus 2 sin x. Option C is answer. Option C. Correct, no? 4 by 2 is 2. 2 into 1, 2. 3 minus 2 is 1. Here minus 2 into minus becomes plus 2 cos 2x plus 2 cos x. Integral of cos 2x is sin 2x by 2. 2 cancels. X plus 2 sin x plus sin 2x. Option C. Please make a note. Same type of question was asked earlier in JEE Main also, I think, in 2020 somewhere. Okay, exactly same question was asked. On to the next one. Question number 9. Integral from 1 to 5 mod x minus 3 plus mod 1 minus x. Integral from 1 to 5 mod of x minus 3 plus mod 1 minus x is same as mod x minus 1, correct? Mod 1 minus x is same as mod of x minus 1. Right, mod of x minus 1. There are two ways of doing this problem. Where mod x minus 3 is there, no? Where it becomes 0, you see. At that point it is split. You know, definition of modulus function. Mod x is x if x is greater than or equal to 0. Mod x is minus x if x is less than 0. So mod x minus 3 is going to be x minus 3 if x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. For this, I need to split at x equal to 3. Mod x minus 3, mod x minus 3 is equal to x minus 3 if x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. And mod x minus 3 is minus of x minus 3 for x minus 3 is less than 0. Correct? So I need to split at x equal to 3. For this first one becomes 1 to 3 plus 3 to 5. 1 to 3 means the value of x is less than 3. For x less than 3, I get mod x minus 3 as minus of x minus 3. X minus 3 less than 0 means x is less than 3. So for x less than 3, mod of x minus 3 is minus of x minus 3. And for 3 to 5, x is greater than or equal to 3. For x greater than or equal to 3 means x minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. Mod x minus 3 is x minus 3. And in the interval 1 to 5, x minus 1 is greater than or equal to 0. So mod x minus 1 is x minus 1. So 1 to 5, it is mod x minus 1 is simply x minus 1. Applying definition of modulus function and getting the answer. This is minus of integral of x is x square by 2. Integral of 3 is 3x. Limits from 1 to 3. Integral of x is x square by 2. Integral of 3 is 3x. Here limits from 3 to 5. Integral of x is x square by 2. Integral of 1 is x. Limits from 1 to 5. This is minus of. Evaluate the function at upper limit minus lower limit. X equal to 3. 3 square, 9 by 2. 9 by 2 minus 3 into 3 is 9. Upper limit. Put x equal to upper limit. 3 square, 9. 9 by 2 minus 3 into 3, 9. Lower limit. X equal to 1. 1 square by 2. 1 by 2 minus 3. Correct? X equal to 1. 1 square. 1 by 2 minus 3 into 1. X equal to 5. 5 square, 25 by 2 minus 3 into 5 is 15. Correct? Put the upper limit minus lower limit. 3 square, 9 by 2 minus 3 into 3 is 9. Next here, coming to this part. X equal to 5. 5 square is 25 by 2 minus 5 minus lower limit 1 by 2 minus 1. Correct? Put x equal to 5. 5 square 25. 25 by 2 minus 5 minus 1 by 2 minus 1. Simplify it and get the answer. There is another alternate method also, that is time saving actually. I'll complete this and do that method also. Using integral of mod x as x mod x by 2. It's applicable whenever the terms inside the mod is a linear function. We can apply that. Here 9 by 2 minus 9 becomes minus 9 by 2. Minus of minus plus 9 by 2. Correct? Minus 9 by 2. Minus of minus plus 9 by 2 here. Here 1 by 2 minus 3 is minus 5 by 2. Minus into minus plus. Plus into minus minus. Minus 5 by 2. Here 25 by 2 minus 15. 25 by 2 minus 9 by 2 is 16 by 2. 16 by 2 is 8. Correct? This difference is 8. And minus 15 plus 9. Minus 15 plus 9, that is minus 6. Plus 25 by 2 minus 1. 24 by 2 is 12. Minus 5 plus 1 is minus 4. 9 by 2 minus 5 by 2. 4 by 2 is 2. 2 plus 8 minus 6 plus 12 minus 4. 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 12. 22. 22 minus 10. I'm going to get 12. Correct? 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 plus 12. 22. 22 minus 10. Answer is 12. Check it. Is there any mistake in this? We'll go by another method also. Correct? No? Minus 9 by 2. 9 by 2 minus 9. Minus 9 by 2. Minus of minus plus 9 by 2. This is minus into minus into minus. Minus 5 by 2. 25 by 2 minus 9 by 2. 16 by 2 is 8. Minus 15 plus 9. Minus 6. 25 by 2 minus 1 by 2. 24 by 2, 12. Minus 5 plus 1. Minus 4. Answer is 12. I'll do by another method. Another method I'll do. Until from 1 to 5. I'll add one page. Mod x minus 3 plus mod x minus 1. Integral from 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Mod x minus 3 Mod 1 minus x is same as mod of x minus 1. This method is much easier, much shorter. Integral of mod x is x mod x by 2. So integral of mod x minus 3 is x minus 3 into mod x minus 3 divided by 2. Integral of mod x minus 1 is x minus 1 into mod x minus 1 divided by 2. Limits from 1 to 5 for this. Limits from 1 to 5. 5 minus 3 is 2. 5 minus 3 is 2. Mod of 2 is 2. Minus lower limit. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. 1 minus 3 is minus 2. Mod of minus 2 is 2. Entire thing is divided by 2. Here 5 minus 1 is 4. 5 minus 1 is 4. Mod of 4 is 4. 1 minus 1 is 0. Divided by 2. This is how much? 4 plus 4 by 2. This is 16 by 2. This is 8 by 2, 4. And 16 by 2 is 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. Same answer we got. Same answer we are getting. This is the first method. And this is the second method. Please make a note of this. What is the next one? Answer is option A. Question number 10 we have. This is also deleted, okay, from this NCERT. Now it's not there. Limit n tends to infinity, we have this. We'll generalize this and write how many terms are there. Last term I'll write it as n by 5n square. Multiply numerator and denominator by n. So n by 5n square. N by 5n square, which could be written as n by, this is n square plus 4n square. 4n square is 2n the whole square. Correct? The last term I'm writing. Multiply numerator and denominator by n. So n by 5n square, which is 5n square is n square plus 4n square. N square I wrote. 4n square is 2n the whole square. So limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity. I can write this in terms of summation. Correct? Summation r is equal to 1 to n. R is equal to 1 to 2n. There are 2n terms. Correct? Numerator everywhere we have n. Correct? Even the last term is n. So numerator is n everywhere. Denominator is n square is fixed in the first term. N square plus r square. If you put r is equal to 1, I get first term. R is equal to 2, I get second term. R equal to 3, I get third term. When you put r is equal to 2n, I get n by n square plus 2n the whole square. Correct? That is last term, which is same as n by 5n square, which is 1 by 5n. That means altogether there are 2n terms. So we have this formula, limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity. 1 by n summation of r is equal to 1 to 2n function of r by n. There are 2n terms. In that case, the formula is integral from 0 to 2 f of x dx. I need to reduce the given expression to this form. This has to be reduced to this form. Limit n tends to infinity as there. Summation is there. I want 1 by n. So we divide numerator and denominator by n square for this. Limit n tends to infinity. Limit n tends to infinity. Summation r is equal to 1 to 2n. If you divide by n square, n by n square becomes 1 by n. N square by n square is 1 plus r square by n square, which is r by n the whole square, dividing by n square for numerator and denominator. This 1 by n you can keep outside. So what we get is limit n tends to infinity, limit n tends to infinity, 1 by n, summation of r is equal to 1 to 2n, 1 by 1 plus r by n the whole square. This is limit 1 by n summation of function of r by n. Correct? Exactly in this form. Limit is there, 1 by n is there, summation of function of r by n. Integral from 0 to 2 f of x dx. This will be 0 to 2, 0 to 2 f of x, 1 by 1 plus r by n is x. Integral of 1 by 1 plus x square is tan inverse x. Limits from 0 to 2, which is tan inverse of 2 minus tan inverse of 0. Evaluate the function at upper limit minus evaluate the function at lower limit. Tan inverse of 0 is 0. So what remains is tan inverse of 2. Correct? R by n becomes x. Limit is that 1 by n summation of function of r by n. I am dividing by n square for numerator and denominator. This 1 by n is kept outside. So it takes exactly this form. Limit 1 by n summation r is equal to 1 to 2n function of r by n. If it is in the form of this, then I can write 0 to 2, integration from 0 to 2, because there are 2n terms, integral from 0 to 2. If there are n terms, 0 to 1, correct? So 1 by 1 plus x square. In other words, you can replace, see, r by n becomes x actually. R by n becomes x means when you put r is equal to 1, 1 by 1 is 1, correct? 1 by 1 is, when you put r is equal to 1, it becomes 1 by n. 1 by n. As n tends to infinity, 1 by n is 0. When you put r is equal to 2n, 2n by n becomes 2, limit of 2 is 2. Like that also you can tell. This is r is equal to 1, no? Summation r is 1 to n. So lower limit is got by putting r is equal to 1 and applying n tends to infinity. When you put r is equal to 1, this becomes 1 by n. 1 by n as n tends to infinity becomes 0. When you put r is equal to 2n, 2n by n is 2. Limit n tends to infinity of 2 is 2. So upper limit is 2. Like that also I can tell. Correct? So please make a note. Answer is tan inverse of 2. Option C. It's a deleted part actually. Now it is deleted from NCERT. Please make a note. On to the next one. Question number 11 we have. The area of the region bounded by the line y equal to 3x and the curve y equal to x square. Y equal to 3x is a straight line passing through the origin. Y is equal to x square is a parabola. X square is equal to 4ay, correct? In that form it is symmetric with respect to y axis. Y equal to 3x is a straight line passing through the origin. Y equal to x square is like this. Y equal to x square. Y equal to x square and y is equal to 3x. Y equal to 3x is the straight line passing through this origin. This area I have to find out. Y is equal to 3x and y equal to x square. There are two ways of solving this also. I'll do both the methods. One method is getting the point of intersection of these two. Solve the two equations. Y is equal to 3x and y equal to x square. Left hand side is same, so equate the right hand sides. Y is equal to 3x. Y is equal to x square implies 3x equal to x square. 3x minus x square equal to 0. X is common. 3 minus x equal to 0. Correct? X equal to 0 or x equal to 3. X equal to 0 or x is equal to 3. When x equal to 0, y is equal to 0. Correct? Getting the point of intersection. Y is equal to 3 into 0, 0. When x equal to 3, when x is equal to 3, y is equal to how much? 3 into 3 is 9 or 3 square is 9. So point of intersection is one is at 0, 0, another one is at 3, 9. 3, 9. This point is 3, 9. So if you drop a vertical line here, this line is going to be x equal to 3. So required area is integrate the line from 0 to 3 minus integrate the parabola from 0 to 3. When integrate the line, no, y equal to 3x from 0 to 3, get this much area of this triangle you get. Because integration is always area under the curve. When integrate y is equal to x square, you get this area. Correct? So this area minus this area gives this. Required area is integral from x equal to 0 to x equal to 3. Integrate the line minus curve. Line is y equal to 3x minus x equal to 0 to x equal to 3. Y is x square dx. Integral of 3x is 3x square by 2. Limits from 0 to 3. Integral of x square is x cube divided by 3. This is 3 by 2 into 3 square 9 minus 0. This is 1 by 3 into 3 cube 27 minus 0. So this will be how much? 27 divided by 2 minus 27 by 3 is 9. You can take LCM 2. 27 minus 18, which is 9 by 2. Option B is the answer. 9 by 2 square units. Integrate the line from 0 to 3. We get area of this triangle minus this part will get. This area minus this part will give the shaded part. Because when you integrate the line from 0 to 3, we get area of the triangle. When you integrate the parabola from 0 to 3, we get area under the parabola. Correct? This part. This area minus this will give the shaded part. Another method I can give you, the shortcut or the time saving result I can call. I'll add one page here. Y equal to 3x and y equal to x square. Second method, y equal to 3x and y equal to x square. Area bounded by y is equal to mx. Area bounded by, you must know this, time saving result. Area bounded by y is equal to mx and y equal to x square, or x square is equal to 4ay. I'll take x square is equal to 4ay is given by 8a square m cube divided by 3. You can use this. Given line is given y is equal to 3x. Given y is equal to 3x and y equal to x square. So compare y equal to 3x with y equal to mx. What we get is m is equal to 3 here. M is equal to 3. X square is equal to y. X square is equal to 4ay. 4a is 1. 4a is 1. 4a is 1 means a is equal to 1 by 4. Correct? X square is equal to y. Here x square is equal to 4ay. If you compare, 4a is 1. 4a is 1 means a is 1 by 4. Therefore, required area you can substitute. 8a square m cube divided by 3. 8a square m cube divided by 3. 8 into a is 1 by 4. 1 by 4 square is 1 by 16. M is 3. 3 cube is 27. Divided by 3. 3 ones are 3 nines are 3 ones are 3 nines are 8 ones are 8 2s are. So we get 9 by 2. Same answer we got here. 9 by 2. Any method you can try. Okay. Answer is option B. Move on to the next one. Area of the region bounded by the line y equal to x and the curve y equal to x cube. So y equal to x and y equal to x cube. Y equal to x is a straight line passing through the origin and y equal to x cube is like this. Y equal to x cube. Better diagram I can draw. Y equal to x and y equal to x cube. Y equal to x cube is like this. Y equal to x is a straight line passing through the origin. This area I have to find out. Find area in the first quadrant and multiply by 2. Okay, required area is this. This is y equal to x and this curve is y equal to x cube. The points of intersection we can find out. Y is equal to x and y equal to x cube. Left hand side is same. So equate the right hand side. X equal to x cube. X minus x cube equal to 0. X common. 1 minus x square is equal to 0. X equal to 0. X square equal to 1 means x equal to plus or minus 1. So points of intersection. One is x equal to 0, y equal to 0. This line is x equal to 1. This vertical line is x is equal to 1. And this vertical line is going to be x equal to minus 1. Okay. Find area in the first quadrant and multiply by 2. Required area is 2 times area in the first quadrant. If you want to find area in the first quadrant, integrate from 0 to 1, the line minus curve, upper curve minus lower curve. X equal to 0 to x equal to 1, y equal to x minus y equal to x cube. 2 times integral of x is x square by 2. Integral of x cube is x power 4 by 4. Limits from 0 to 1. 2 into upper limit 1 by 2 minus 0. 1 by 4 minus 0. So this becomes 2 into half minus 1 by 4 is 1 by 4. 2 into 1 by 4 is half. So 0.5 square units. Option D is the answer. Please make a note. Find area in the first quadrant and multiply by 2. Because of symmetry, both the areas are equal. This area is equal to this area. Okay. Find the area in first quadrant and multiply by 2. Points of intersection are x equal to 0, x equal to 1 and x equal to minus 1 shown here. Okay. Please make a note of this. Move on to the next one. Question number 13. It's also a deleted part actually. Okay. See the questions like application of integrals. Even area between two curves is deleted nowadays. So this is a deleted only. Okay. Question number 12 is deleted. Even the question number 11 is deleted. Okay. Deleted part I'm just writing down to mention which are the deleted ones. Deleted part. Questions were asked from the deleted part in 2024. Even this is deleted as I told. Okay. So question number 13 is also deleted now. Given the three vectors, vector A, vector B, vector C, three non-coplanar vectors, that means they do not lie in the same plane. That means box product is not equal to 0 because they given that three vectors are non-coplanar. That means the scalar triple product or the box product of these three vectors is not equal to 0. and given vector P, vector Q and vector R like this. They define the three vectors P, Q, R like this. Want to find this A plus B dot P, B plus C dot Q plus C plus A dot R. A plus B dot P, I can use the dot product is distributive over addition. So this becomes A plus B dot P, correct? A dot B plus B dot P. And P can substitute. A plus B dot P plus B plus C dot Q, B plus C dot Q plus C plus A dot R is equal to, what we have is A dot P plus B dot P plus B dot Q plus C dot Q plus C dot R plus A dot R. And you can substitute for vector P here. Vector P is here, C cross A by box product of ABC, correct? So this becomes A dot P if we find out. Say I'll do in the side A dot P. A dot P is equal to how much? A dot P is equal to A dot, what is my vector P? B cross C by box product of ABC, correct? B cross C divided by box product of ABC, which is 1 actually. Numerator is also the scalar triple product of ABC. A dot B cross C is nothing but box product of ABC. Box product of ABC by ABC is 1. So A dot P is 1. And B dot P calculate same way. B dot P is B dot P. B dot P is equal to B dot vector P is B cross C by box product of ABC. Box product of ABC is not equal to 0. Denominator is not equal to 0. But numerator becomes 0. Because we know B dot B cross C is 0. Scalar triple product becomes 0. Out of the three vectors, if any two are same, correct? B, B, same. So numerator is 0. 0 by non-zero is 0. So B dot P is 0. B dot Q find out. B dot Q means it becomes B dot C cross A by box product of ABC, correct? B dot Q if we find out, B dot Q is equal to B dot, what is vector Q? C cross A divided by box product of ABC. Box product of BCA same as box product of ABC, correct? BCA, box product of BCA and box product of ABC both same. So this ratio becomes 1. So B dot Q is 1. C dot Q. C dot Q if find out becomes 0. C dot Q is equal to C dot vector Q is C cross A divided by box product of ABC, correct? C dot C cross A becomes 0 because out of three vectors, two of them are same, no? Scalar triple product is determinant. First row is components of vector C. Second row components of vector C. Third row components of vector A. Two rows that are identical means value of determinant is 0. Numerator is 0. Denominator is non-zero. 0 by non-zero is 0. So C dot Q is 0. Similarly, find out C dot R. C dot R is going to be C dot A cross B. C dot R is equal to C dot A cross B divided by box product of ABC. Box product of CAB same as box product of ABC, correct? We know this. This becomes 1. Box product of CAB, ABC, BCA, CAB, all one and the same. Here we got BCA. Here we got CAB, correct? CAB in that order. So it becomes 1. So C dot R is 1. And A dot R if you find out, that will be 0. A dot R if you find out, A dot vector R is what? A cross B divided by box product of ABC. box product of A, B, C. A dot A cross B is 0. 0 by non-zero number is 0. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. So answer is option D. Hope it's clear. And also know that vector A is always perpendicular to A cross B. Vector A is perpendicular to A cross B. A cross B is a vector which is perpendicular to both vector A and vector B. That concept also I can apply because cross product of two vectors is perpendicular to the two individual vectors. A cross B is perpendicular to vector A. A cross B is also perpendicular to vector B. Perpendicular means dot product is 0, correct? So we get the answer as 3. This is 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0, 1 plus 0. Answer is 3. Hope it's clear. Please make a note of this. On to the next one. Question number 14 we have. Given that the two lines are mutually perpendicular, want to find the value of k. See that the lines are in the standard form. Standard form means coefficient of x, y, z all should be 1. Here coefficient of x is 1, y is 1, z is 1. The first one is in the standard form. Even the second one is in the standard form. So we know the condition for two lines to be perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular to each other is a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2 equal to 0. Nominators are direction ratios, a's, b's and c's. Coefficient of x, y, z is 1 in the first line. Coefficient of x, y, z is 1 even in the second line, correct? Condition for two lines to be perpendicular. Here you write down the values of a1, b1, c1. Here a1 is equal to, a1 is minus 3, b1 is equal to 2k, c1 is equal to 2, a2 is 3k, b2 is equal to 1, c2 is equal to minus 5. Denominators are a's, b's and c's. Condition for two lines to be perpendicular. Perpendicular implies a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2 equal to 0. a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2 equal to 0. What we get? Minus 3 into 3k plus 2k into 1 plus c1 into c2, 2 into minus 5 is equal to 0. a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2. Minus 3 into 3k is minus 9k plus 2k minus 10 is equal to 0. So what we get is minus 7k is equal to 10 or k is equal to minus 10 by 7. Value of k is minus 10 by 7. This is option A. Please make a note. Very simple question on lines. Option A is the answer. Condition for two lines to be perpendicular to each other. Board exam level question, correct? A1, A2 plus B1, B2 plus C1, C2 equals 0. No need to write all these steps. In competitive exams, no one bothers about the steps. Your answer is most important. But I am showing all the steps in detail, okay, to make you understand. So those are learning for the first time also can learn it properly. Value of k is minus 10 by 7. Move on to the next one. Question number 15. The distance between the two planes. The two planes are parallel here. See, A1 by A2 is equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. Correct? 2 by 4 is half. 3 by 6 is half. 4 by 8 is half. A1 by A2 equal to B1 by B2 equal to C1 by C2. That means the lines are, that means the planes are parallel to each other. Even this is a deleted part actually. distance between the two parallel planes formula to apply. The two planes are in this form. Ax plus by plus cz is equal to d1. Another plane is ax plus by plus cz is equal to d2. Distance between the two parallel planes. The distance between these two is given by mod of d1 minus d2 divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square. Distance between the two parallel planes is given by this formula. Mod of d1 minus d2 by root of a square plus b square plus c square. How to identify that the planes are parallel? Look at the ratio of the coefficient of x. 2 by 4 is half. Correct? 2 by 4 is half. 3 by 6 is half. C1 by C2 is half. A1 by A2 half. B1 by B2 half. C1 by C2 4 by 8 is half. Correct? All are same. Therefore, the planes are parallel. Here D1 is 4 and D2 is 12. So apply the formula mod of D1 minus D2. D1 is 4. This is your D1 value and this is your D2 value. Correct? I need to multiply by the first equation by 2. Sorry. I have to multiply the first equation by 2 because coefficient of x, y, z should be same here. To apply this formula, coefficient of x, y, z should be same. So multiply the first equation by 2. What you get is 4x plus 6y plus 8z is equal to 8. Multiply the first equation by 2. 4x plus 6y plus 8z equal to 8. Second equation keep as this. 4x plus 6y plus 8z is equal to 12. So that coefficient of x, y, z is same in both the equations. So that I can compare with this form. D1 and D2. D1 is 8 and D2 is 12. D1 is 8 and D2 is 12. Divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square. 4 square is 16 and 6 square is 36. 8 square is 64. Which is mod of minus 4 is 4. This is the root of 116. Which is the root of 4 into 29. Root of 4 into 29. Which is 4 divided by 2 root 29. Which is 4 by 2 is 2. 2 by root 29 is the answer. Option C is the answer. Distance between the two parallel planes formula. On to the next one. Question number 16 we have sine of the angle between the straight line and the plane. This is also deleted part actually. Sine of the angle between the line and the plane. Line you have to compare with x minus x1 by a equal to y minus y1 by b equal to z minus z1 by c. But the first line is not in the standard form. Standard form means the coefficient of x, y, z should be 1 unity. So rewrite this equation as x minus 2 divided by 3. X minus 2 divided by 3 is equal to y minus 3 by 4 is equal to here 4 minus z by minus 5 could be written as z minus 4 divided by 5. Correct? Multiply by minus 1 for numerator and denominator. Z minus 4 by 5. So this is your ABC. ABC is here. Correct? And the plane is given in this form. 2x minus 2y plus z is equal to 5. Plane you can compare with ax plus by plus cz equal to d. Sine of the angle between the line and the plane is given by the formula sine phi is equal to mod of AA plus BB plus CC. AA plus BB plus CC divided by root of a square plus b square plus c square into root of capital A square plus capital B square plus capital C square. This is the formula, okay? Sine of the angle between the line and the plane. From the line we get small ABC, from the plane we get capital ABC. So we can substitute the values and get the answer. Mod of AA, 3 into 2, 6, correct? A into A, 3 into 2 is 6. BB, 4 into minus 2, minus 8, plus CC, 5 into 1, 5, divided by root of, correct, AA plus BB plus CC, 5 into 1, 5, correct, no? Divide root of A square plus B square plus C square, 3 square 9, 4 square 16 and 5 square is 25. Here root of A square plus B square plus C square, 2 square 4, minus 2 square 4, 1 square 1. 6 minus 8 is minus 2, minus 2 plus 5 is 3 and this will be root 50, root 50 is root of 5, root of 25 into 5 root 2 and this is root 9 3, 3 is going to cancel, 1 by 5 root 2, I'm going to get 1 by 5 root 2, root 50 is root of 25 into 2 which is 5 root 2, root 9 is 3 cancels, 1 by 5 root 2, sine of the angle between the line and the plane, please make a note. It's a deleted part, okay. Move on to the next one. Question number 17. The equation xy equal to 0 and 3-dimensional space represents what? Xy equal to 0 means you can write either x equal to 0 or y equal to 0. Xy is equal to 0 means that either x is equal to 0 or y is equal to 0. If you consider x equal to 0, consider x equal to 0, that is, can write as 1 into x plus 0 into y plus 0 into z is equal to 0. Equation 1. Okay. Next consider y equal to 0. Consider y equal to 0. Y equal to 0 could be written as 0x plus 1 into y plus 0 into z is equal to 0. Equation 2. I have written equations 1 and 2 in the form of the plane ax plus by plus cz equal to z. Ax plus by plus cz equal to d. In that form I have written. So if you compare a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2, you find out it becomes 0. This is a1, b1, c1. This is a2, b2, c2. Here a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2 turns out to be 0. This is the condition for two planes to be perpendicular to each other. a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2. a1 is 1, a2 is 0, 1 into 0, 0. Correct? a1, a2, a1, a2 is 0. b1, b2, 0 into 1, 0. Plus c1, c2, 0 into 0 is 0. So 0 plus 0 plus 0, 0. a1, a2 plus b1, b2 plus c1, c2, 0 means represents the perpendicular planes. The pair of the perpendicular planes. Pair of planes which are at right angles to each other. Please make a note. Move on to the next one. Question number 18 we have. The plane containing the point and the line is, even this is deleted actually, okay. Planes is not there, correct? Even this is deleted, okay. Some of the questions were asked from the deleted part from this year 2024 paper, okay. So plane containing the point and the line. That means you have to find the equation of a plane. There is some plane, okay. It is containing the point and the line. It contains the point 3, 2, 0. Okay. And it also contains one line there. Equation. It contains one line L. Line L is given to us. The line L is, I'll write outside. X minus 3 divided by 1 is equal to y minus 6 divided by 5 is equal to z minus 4 divided by 4. So a plane is containing a point and a line. Of course, the plane is also passing through the point 3, 6, 4, correct? Because line is passing through the point 3, 6, 4. That means that point lies on the plane, correct? 3, 6, 4. Correct? So equation of line joining those two, I can find out. I can find direction ratio of line joining those two. That is direction ratio, I'll call this as AB. A is here, B is here. Direction ratios of AB is how much? Direction ratios of AB, x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Okay, 3 minus 3 is 0, 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 minus 0 is 4. That is direction ratios of AB. That is, it is proportional to, I can write it as 0, 1, 1. Because it is ratio, I can divide by 4. Correct? So x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. AB is a line along the plane. And also there is a line which lies along the plane. Direction ratios of the line L is, direction ratios of the line L is how much? Denominators gives direction ratio of that line 1, 5, 4. If we take the cross product of these two, that will be direction ratios of the normal to the plane. If you know the direction ratios of normal to the plane and the plane is passing through the point x1, y1, z1, we could write the equation of the plane in this form. A into x minus x1 plus b into y minus y1 plus c into z minus z1 equal to 0. This is the equation of the plane passing through the point x1, y1, z1. Okay, and those direction ratios are A, B, C. Okay, the direction ratios of normal to the plane. Direction ratios of normal to the plane is A, B, C. So take the cross product of these two. If you take the cross product of these two, that is AB cross L, I'll write. AB cross L. That is going to be determinant of I, J, K 0, 1, 1, 1, 5, 4. Expand this. What we get? I cap into, leaving first column first row, 4 minus 5, which is minus 1, minus j cap into, leaving second column first row, 0 minus 1, minus 1, plus k cap into, 0 minus 1, minus 1. Correct, no? 4 minus 5 is minus 1, 0 minus 1, minus 1, 0 minus k. So, I'll get the direction ratios proportional to, this is minus 1, 1, minus 1. Or I can write it as 1 minus 1, 1. Or 1 minus 1, 1. So, direction ratios of the normal to the plane we got. Cross product is a vector which is perpendicular to the individual vectors. So, AB is a vector in the plane. Correct? And this line L is in the plane. So, if you take the cross product of AB and L, it will be perpendicular to the plane because cross product is perpendicular to the two individual vectors. So, that's a direction ratios of normal to the plane. Normal means a line which is perpendicular to the plane. I got the direction ratios of the normal to the plane. That is ABC according to this. And the plane is passing through the point 3, 2, 0 I can take. Also it passes through 3, 6, 4. Any point you can take. I'll take the point as x1, y1, z1 as 3, 2, 0. ABC I got. A is 1 into x minus. x1 I'll take 3. B is minus 1 into y minus. y1 is 2. C is 1 into z minus. z1 is 0. Is equal to 0. So what we get is x minus y plus z. Here minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. Anyway, this is 1 into 0, 0. Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. So equal to 1 I'll get. Answer is option A. Plane is passing through the point 3, 2, 0 and it is having direction ratios. Normal to the plane is having direction ratios ABC. ABC are direction ratios of normal to the plane. So line AB is along the plane. Line L is along the plane. If you take the direction ratios of the line L, that is denominator 1, 5, 4. Direction ratios of AB got by x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, z2 minus z1. Take the cross product of these two, we'll get direction ratios of normal to the plane. If we know the direction ratios of normal to the plane and we know the plane is passing through which point, we can find the equation of plane. Okay, this is the formula. X minus y plus z equal to 1 is the answer. Option A is the answer. Please make a note. Anyway, it's deleted part. On the next one. Question number 19 we have. Corner points of the feasible region for LPP are given like this. Okay. And z equal to 4x plus 6y is the objective function. The minimum value of z occurs at which of the options are given like this. So we'll do the corner point table for this. Corner points are given and objective function is given. Corner points and the objective function. Objective function is z is equal to 4x plus 6y. What are the corner points given? 0, 2, 3, 0, 6, 0, 6, 8 and 0, 5. These are the corner points given to us. Evaluate the objective function at these corner points. Put x equal to 0 and y is equal to 2. 6 into 2 is 12. X equal to 3, y is equal to 0. 4 into 3 is 12. 6 into 0, 0. Correct? 6 into 4, 24. 24 plus 0, 24. 6 into 4, 24. 8 into 6. 8 into 6 is 48. 6 into 8, 48. 4 into 6, 24. 24 plus 48, 72. X equal to 0, y is equal to 5. 4 into 0, 0. 6 into 5 is 30. They has to find the minimum value. Minimum value occurs at these 2 points. Correct? 0, 2 and 3, 0. If maximum or minimum value occurs at 2 points, then it occurs at all the points on the line joining those 2 points. Minimum value is occurring at these 2. Correct? So minimum value is 12 and it occurs at all the points on the line joining 0, 2 and 3, 0. Any point on the line segment joining the points 0, 2 and 3, 0. The minimum value occurs. Correct? Thus we can conclude that the minimum value of z, is found to be 12 and it occurs at all the points on the line joining 0, 2 and 3, 0, which is option D. Very simple question on linear programming of second PU topic. Okay. Move on to the next one. Question number 20 we have. A die is thrown, even this is deleted, okay, from probability chapter on the binomial distribution. Probability that an odd number will come up at least once, okay, on Bernoulli trials and binomial distribution. A die is thrown 10 times, n is equal to 10. Number of times it is thrown is 10. Probability that an odd number will come up at least once. So probability of getting odd number, we'll call it as success. Probability of getting an odd number is success. On a die, the numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The odd numbers are 1, 3, 5. So probability of getting an odd number is 3 by 6. Probability of getting an odd number is 3 by 6, which is half, which is P. And Q is 1 minus P, that is failure. Success is P, failure is Q. Q is 1 minus P. Probability of getting an odd number is 3 by 6, half is equal to P, and Q is the complement of it, that is failure, 1 minus P. That is complement of an odd number is even number in this case. Okay, I can tell. So 1 minus P is 1 minus half is half. We want to get the probability that an odd number will come up at least once. So let x denote the variable, random variable, which is having at least the number of times the tail appears. I mean, number of times the odd number appears is once. Okay, so odd number appears is 1 at least once we want. P of x greater than or equal to 1. Probability that an odd number will come up at least once. At least once means x is greater than or equal to 1, which is P of x equal to 1 plus P of x equal to P of x equal to 3 till P of x equal to 10 I can go, which is 1 minus P of x equal to 0. Correct? P of x equal to 1 plus P of x equal to 2, P of x equal to 3. It can go up till P of x equal to 10. P of x equal to 10, which is 1 minus P of x equal to 0. Find out P of x equal to 0. We have the formula P of x equal to x. P of x equal to x is NCx P power x into Q power n minus x. P of x equal to 0 you want. Substitute the values. N is 10. 10C is 0. P is half, Q is half. Half power 0 into half power 10 minus 0. N is 10, x is 0. 10C 0 is 1, half power 0 is 1. This is half power 10. Half power 10, which is 1 by 1024. So this becomes 1 minus 1 by 1024, which is 1023 by 1024. 1023 by 1024. Option C is the answer. Please make a note of this. On to the next one. Question number 21st. The probability variable, a random variable x has the following probability distribution. Want to find the variance. Mean is given. Mean of the random variable is given. First you have to find the value of k. Using this probability distribution table, we find the value of k. We know that summation of p of x is 1. Summation of P of x is equal to 1. Sum of the probability is equal to 1. Add all these things. What we get? 25 by 36 plus k plus 1 by 36 is equal to 1. This gives how much? 25 by 36 plus 1 by 36. 26 by 36 plus k is equal to 1. So what do you get? This is k is equal to 1 minus 26 by 36. That is 36 minus 26, 10 by 36, which is 5 by 18. The value of k is 5 by 18. Once you get the value of k, now I can find out the variance. Variance I have to find out. Variance of x is given by the formula. Variance of x is given by summation of x square into p of x minus mean square. Mean is summation of x into p of x. Summation of x square into p of x means square x and multiply this. 0 square into 25/36. 0 square into 25 by 36 plus 1 square into k. 1 square into k plus 2 square into 1 by 36. 2 square into 1 by 36 minus mean is given. Mean is already given as 1 by 3. Mean of the random variable is given to be equal to 1 by 3. Mean square 1 by 3 square. 0 square into this is 0. This part is 0. K we got 5 by 18. 1 square into 5 by 18. That is 5 by 18. K value I am putting here. This is 0. K is 5 by 18. 2 square is 4. 4 by 36. 4 by 36 is 1 by 9. 1 by 3 square also 1 by 9. 1 by 9 is going to cancel. What I am getting is 5 by 18. 5 by 18, which is option B. Question asked. Even this is deleted part now at present. use sigma p of x equal to 1, sum of the probabilities equal to 1, 25 by 36 plus k plus 1 by 36. This is 13 by 18, 1 minus 13 by 10 is 5 by 18, correct? Then substitute summation of x square into p of x minus mean square. This is 0 into this, 1 square into this, 2 square into this, correct? 0, 1 square into k is 5 by 18, 2 square is 4, 4 into 1 by 36, 4 by 36 is 1 by 9, 1 by 3 square also 1 by 9, this will cancel, 5 by 18 is the answer. On to the next one, question number 22. A random variable x follows the binomial distribution, even this is deleted now at present, okay? Parameters are given, n is equal to 5, p of x equal to 2, p of x is equal to 2 is 9 times p of x equal to 3. And given n is equal to 5. The formula for this is p of x equal to x. P of x is equal to x is ncx p power x q power n minus x. So n is 5. So this becomes 5c, x is 2, p power x q power n minus x. 9 times p of x equal to 3. That means put x equal to 3. N is 5, 5c3 p power x q power n minus x. 5c2 is 10, 5c3 also 10, both will cancel out, correct? 5c2 and 5c3 will cancel out, 5c3, 5c2 will cancel out. P square is that, here p cube is that, p square cancels. What is that? Is p square into q cube is equal to 9 times p cube into q square. So p square cancels, here q square cancels. What is left is q is equal to 9p, correct? P square cancels, 1p remains. Q square cancels, 1q remains. We have p plus q is 1. We have p plus q is equal to 1. P plus q is 9p is equal to 1. So 10p is equal to 1. So p is 1 by 10 from this. Value of p is 1 by 10. If p is 1 by 10, q is 9 by 10 because 9 into 1 by 10, 9 by 10. P and q both we got. They asked to find only p, no? P is 1 by 10 we got. They asked to find the value of p. P is 1 by 10, which is option B. Please make a note. Move on to the next one. Two finite sets have m and n elements respectively. Total number of subsets of the first set is 56 more than the total number of subsets of the second set. The values of m and n respectively to find out. Number of subsets of a set which contains m elements is 2 power m. So number of subsets for the first set has m elements. Number of subsets of the first set will be 2 power m. Given according to the question, number of subsets of the first set is 56 more than the number of subsets of the second set. Second set has n elements, number of subsets will be 2 power n for that. So 2 power m minus 2 power n is equal to 56. Correct? We can write this. We can write 56 as 64 minus 8, correct? Writing in terms of power of 2, because 64 is 2 power 6 and 8 is 2 cube. If we compare these two, m is equal to 6 and n is equal to 3. Comparing, we get m is equal to 6 and n is equal to 3. M is equal to 6 and n is equal to 3. Second method I'll do. Same equation can be solved. Exactly, I can solve the equation without by inspection method, 2 power m minus 2 power n is equal to 56, which could be written as 2 power n. I'll take common, even though it's not common, take out and balance it by multiplying by 2 power minus n. So when you multiply these two, I get 2 power n. When you multiply these two, I get 2 power n, correct? This is 56, which you can write it as 2 cube into 7. 2 cube is 8. 8 into 7 is 56. Correct? This is 2 cube into 2 cube minus 1. Exactly in this form. Correct? If we compare the powers of 2 now, comparing we get n is equal to 3. Correct? If we compare, n is equal to 3. And also m minus n is equal to 3. And m minus n is equal to 3. So m minus n already we got 3. So we get m is equal to 6. Any method you do, m is equal to 6, n equal to 3 again. Same answer. M is equal to 6, n is equal to 3. The values of m and n respectively are 6 and 3. M is equal to 6 and n is equal to 3. Option C is the answer. Please make a note. On sets 24 we have, if greatest integer value of x square minus 5 times greatest integer value of x plus 6 equal to 0, then x belongs to which interval you have to find out. We'll take greatest integer value of x as t. Okay, put greatest integer value of x as t. For convenience, we'll do this so that the given equation becomes t square minus 5t plus 6 equal to 0. Then the given equation becomes t square minus 5t plus 6 equal to 0. We'll factorize this equation, a quadratic equation. While adding we should get minus 5, multiplying we should get 6, which could be factorized as t minus 2 into t minus 3 equal to 0. T minus 2 into t minus 3 is equal to 0. This implies t is equal to 2 or t is equal to 3. T you can substitute back now. T is nothing but greatest integer value of x. So greatest integer value of x is 2. From this, greatest integer value of x is 2, or greatest integer value of x is equal to 3. We know that greatest integer value of x is equal to 2 is possible if x belongs to the closed open interval 2 to 3. Correct? Greatest integer value of x becomes equal to, by definition of the greatest integer function, we know that from this I can tell x belongs to the closed open interval 2 to 3, or is union. According to this, greatest integer value of x is equal to 3 means x belongs to the closed open interval 3 to 4. Correct? So or is union. You have to combine these two. So x belongs to closed open interval 2 to 3, or x belongs to closed open interval 3 to 4 means x belongs to closed open interval 2 to 4. Combining these two, merging these two, I can write x belongs to the closed open interval 2 to 4. 3 is excluded there, but 3 is included here. So 3 has to be included, correct? So 2 to 4, x belongs to closed open interval 2 to 4. Option B is the answer. Please make a note. So concept of greatest integer function is used, and also factorizing a quadratic equation. Okay. Same question is found in NCERT exemplar book asked in 2024 CET exam 2. Okay. Move on to the next one. We have question number 25. If in two circles arcs of same length subtend angles of 30 degree and 78 degree at the center. Okay. So arc lengths are equal. The two circles having same arc length. Angles are given. Angle, sectorial angle we call. Angle subtended at the center of a circle. First circle has angle subtended as 30 degree. Given theta 1 is equal to 30 degree. Theta 1 is equal to 30 degree. Theta 2 is equal to 78 degree. You want to find the ratio of the radii. R1 is to R2, you have to find out. The question is the ratio of the radii. R1 is to R2 is equal to how much? You have to find out. Given that length of the arcs of same length, given L1 equal to L2. Also given, we have L1 is equal to L2 according to the question. We have L1 is equal to L2. Length of the arc in two circles are same, but L1 is R1 into theta 1 because we have the formula L equal to R theta. L1 is R1 into theta 1, L2 is R2 into theta 2 because we have the formula L is equal to R theta. Length of the arc is radius into angle subtended at the center. Want to find the ratio of the radii, R1 is to R2, we'll find R1 by R2. R1 by R2 is theta 2 by theta 1 from this, correct? From this, what we can write is R1 divided by R2 is equal to theta 2 divided by theta 1. R1 by R2 is equal to theta 2 by theta 1. Theta 2 is 78 degree. 78 degree. Theta 1 is 30 degree. Whenever we want to use the formula L equal to R theta, we have to convert the angle theta to radians. Now it is given in degrees. I'll convert it to radians. When you want to convert degree to radian, you have to multiply by pi by 180. So if you multiply or don't multiply, it does not matter here because it is ratio of the two quantities here. Pi by 180 I'll multiply. Anyway, I convert degree to radian by multiplying by pi by 180. Still I can cancel it. So 78 by 30, which is 13 by 5. 13 divided by 5. 6 5s are 30, 6 13s are 78. So R1 by R2 is 13 by 5. Option B. A very simple question asked on radian measure of first PU trigonometry. L is equal to R theta. So L1 equal to L2 is given according to the question. Arc lengths are same in both the circles. L1 is R1 theta 1. L2 is R2 theta 2. R1 by R2 is theta 2 by theta 1. Theta 2 is given, theta 1 is given, substitute, convert it to radians and write 13 by 5, ratio of the radii. Okay, move on to the next one. Question number 26, we have in triangle ABC, right angle at C, the value of tan A plus tan B. So there is a right angle triangle which is right angle at C. A rough sketch, a triangle which is right angle at C. Right angle at C. Right angle at C. So I'll call this as AB. We know the notations used for a triangle. A triangle has 6 elements, namely 3 sides and 3 angles. The 3 sides are represented by small letters A, B, C, and 3 angles are represented by capital letters A, B, C. And the standard way of denoting the sides of the triangle is AB is represented by side C. BC is represented by the side A. AC is represented by the side B. Want to find tan A plus tan B. Tan A plus tan B you have to find out. Tan A plus tan B. Define tan function in this triangle. Tan A plus tan B is equal to. Referring to this angle, tan A, tan of this angle is defined as opposite side divided by adjacent side. Opposite to angle A is A, adjacent to angle A is B. So tan A is A by B. Tan A is A by B. Tan B, tan B is B by A, opposite by adjacent, B by A. Correct? Tan B is referring to this angle, opposite side divided by adjacent side. So this is AB. AB is the LCM of this. So A into A square plus B into B square. And by using the Pythagoras theorem, we can write A square plus B square is equal to C square. So we get C square divided by AB. Okay. By using Pythagoras theorem, square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square on other two sides. So A square plus B square, according to this figure, we have A square plus B square is equal to C square. So substituting for numerator, A square plus B square as C square. C square by AB is the answer, which is option C. the simple question on trigonometric functions. Okay, need to define tan function, tan A and tan B. Tan is opposite side divided by adjacent side. The standard way of denoting a triangle also you must know. Okay, so and also we use the Pythagoras theorem at the end. A square plus B square is equal to C square. Square on the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square on other two sides. Okay, move on to the next one. We have question number 27. The real value of alpha for which this complex number is purely real. Complex number is purely real means its imaginary part should be 0. So reduce this to a plus ib form. Consider this complex number 1 minus I sin alpha 1 minus I sin alpha divided by 1 plus 2I sin alpha. We'll reduce this to a plus ib form. Multiply and divide by 1 minus 2I sin alpha. 1 minus 2I sin alpha. Multiply and divide by conjugate. 1 minus 2I sin alpha. Okay. So multiply numerator to numerator. 1 into 1 is 1. Minus I sin alpha into 1. Minus I sin alpha. 1 into minus 2I sin alpha. Minus 2I sin alpha. Minus into minus is plus. 2I square sin square alpha I get. 2I square sin square alpha. And you know I square is minus 1. Denominator in the form of a plus b into a minus b. A square minus b square. Difference of two squares we know. 1 square is 1 minus 4I square sin square alpha. And you know I square is minus 1. If you use I square is equal to minus 1, the denominator becomes 1 plus 4 sin square alpha. Here also I square is minus 1. So I'll write the terms with the real part separately and imaginary part separately. Real part is without I and imaginary part is with I. So this I square is minus 1. So this will become 1 minus 2 sin square alpha. 1 minus 2 sin square alpha divided by 1 plus 4 sin square alpha, because I am using I square equal to minus 1 plus I into minus I sin alpha minus 2I sin alpha is minus 3I sin alpha. I is kept outside. So what is left is minus 3 sin alpha divided by 1 plus 4 sin square alpha. So this complex number is purely real, they told. Purely real means imaginary part should be 0. Call this as Z if you want. Call this as Z is equal to. Z is purely real. Z is purely real means its imaginary part should be equal to 0. Implies imaginary part of Z is equal to 0. Imaginary part of Z is this. Minus 3 sin alpha divided by 1 plus 4 sin square alpha is equal to 0. Numerator by denominator is equal to 0. That means numerator should be 0. Correct? 3 sin alpha should be 0 or sin alpha should be 0. Minus 3 can't be 0. So sin alpha should be 0. Sin alpha is 0 for alpha is equal to n pi. Correct? Of course, n is a integer, but in the options they given n as a natural number. Okay? So n is actually integer, but natural number is a subset of integer. We can choose alpha equal to n pi. N belongs to natural numbers according to the option. Okay? Sine function becomes 0 for every multiple of pi. Sine pi 0, sine 2 pi 0, sine 3 pi 0, sine 0 0, sine of minus pi 0, sine of minus 2 pi 0, sine of every multiple of pi is 0. So alpha is n pi. N should be a natural, n should also, n can also be integer, but in the options they given n as natural number, we can accept this as answer. Option C is answer. Purely real means imaginary part should be equal to 0. So imaginary part is the term which is associated with I, imaginary part. Z is purely real means imaginary part equal to 0. This is imaginary part equal to 0. Numerator but denominator is 0 means numerator should be 0. Sin alpha is 0, so alpha is n pi. Question asked on complex numbers. Please make a note of this. On the next one, question number 28 we have on linear inequalities. Length of a rectangle is 5 times the breadth. If the minimum perimeter of the rectangle is 180 centimeter, then we have to find which of the option is correct. Let x be the length and y be the breadth. Okay. Let x be the length. Let x be the length and y be the breadth of the rectangle. X be the length and y be the breadth of the rectangle. According to the question, length of the rectangle is 5 times the breadth. Given x is equal to length of the rectangle is 5 times the breadth. Correct? That's what is given. And the minimum perimeter of the rectangle is 180 centimeter. Rectangle is something like this. X is the length and y is the breadth. Perimeter of the rectangle. Perimeter is sum of the sides. Perimeter is x plus y plus y. So 2x plus 2y. Perimeter of the rectangle, call it as P. 2 times x plus y. Perimeter of the rectangle. The minimum perimeter of the rectangle is 180. Minimum means it is greater than or equal to. Correct? Greater than or equal to 180. Minimum is 180. Maximum means less than or equal to. Minimum means greater than or equal to. So perimeter of the rectangle, which is 2 times x plus y. Perimeter is sum of the sides. 2 times x plus y is greater than or equal to 180. That means x plus y is greater than or equal to 90. From equation 1, x is nothing but 5y. I'll use that. From 1, x is 5y. 5y plus y greater than or equal to 90. So 6y is greater than or equal to 90. Correct? Dividing by 2. 5y, x is perimeter of the rectangle. The length of the rectangle is 5 times the breadth. X is 5y, correct? No? So 5y plus y. 6y is greater than or equal to 90. Dividing by 6, we get y is greater than or equal to 90 by 6, which is 15. So breadth is greater than or equal to 15. That is, we can write this as the breadth is greater than or equal to 15. Breadth is greater than or equal to 15 centimeters. This is option B. Please make a note. A simple question on linear inequality is asked. Move on to the next one. Question number 29 on combinations. You can see of the type NCR. So we can see many terms here like NCR it is. We can use the result NCR plus NCR minus 1 equal to N plus 1 CR. Repeatedly I am going to apply this result. What I am going to use is the result NCR plus NCR minus 1. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is equal to N plus 1 CR. I'll be using this result repeatedly in this problem. Okay. Start from the last. From the last I'll combine because 45C4 plus 45C3 is 46C4. Correct. So I'll start from the last two terms applying this result repeatedly. So given expression, I'll call it as GE. GE is given expression. 49C3 plus 48C3 plus 47C3 plus 46C3, correct, plus 45C3 plus 45C4 is given. 45C3 plus 45C4. Combine these two. 45C3 plus 45C4 will be 46C4 using this. 45C4, if I want to write here, 45C4 plus 45C3. You see, N is 45 and R is 4. This becomes 46C4. 46C4. N is 45, so that N plus 1 becomes 46. R is 4, R minus 1, 3. So N plus 1 CR. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is N plus 1 CR. 45C3 plus 45C4 becomes 46C4. So this becomes equal to, I'll write here, 49C3 plus 48C3 plus 47C3 plus 46C3 plus 45C4 plus 45C3 becomes 46C4. Correct? This is equal to 49C3 plus 48C3 plus 47C3. Combine these two. 46C4 plus 46C3 becomes 47C4. 47C4. Combine these two. Again apply the result NCR plus NCR minus 1, which is N plus 1 CR. Combining these two, it becomes 48C4. This is equal to 49C3 plus 48C3 plus sum of these two will be 48C4. This is equal to 49C3. Combining these two, 48C3 plus 48C4 will be 49C4. 49C4. 49C4 plus 49C3 becomes 50C4. NCR plus NCR minus 1 is N plus 1 CR. 50C4. Correct? So answer is 50C4, which is option A. Please make a note of this. Repeatedly applying the result NCR plus NCR minus 1 equal to N plus 1 CR. Go on to the next one. Question number 30. This is on binomial theorem, binomial coefficients. In the expansion of 1 plus x whole power n, want to find the value of this expression. So C1 means it is NC1, it refers to. So I'll write in detail if you want. What is given? The given expression is NC1 by NC0 plus 2 times NC2 by NC1 plus 3 times NC3 by NC2 and so on. N times NCN by NCN minus 1. I'll be using the result NCR divided by NCR minus 1. NCR divided by NCR minus 1 is equal to N minus R plus 1 divided by R. I'll be using this result. So this expression I can write in terms of summation. So given expression is equal to summation of, I'll write in general. So 1 into NC1 by NC0 plus 2 into NC2 by NC1 plus 3 into NC3 by NC2. Correct? Last term is N into NCN by NCN minus 1. So what I can write is in terms of R, I'll write R into NCR divided by NCR minus 1. R into NCR by NCR minus 1 in general. Okay. If you put R is equal to 1, we get the first term. R is equal to 2, we get second term. R is equal to N, you put, you get the last term. Summation varies from R is equal to 1 to N. Correct? This is equal to summation of R is equal to 1 to N, R into NCR by NCR minus 1. What is NCR by NCR minus 1? N minus R plus 1 by R. I'll be using this for this. NCR divided by NCR minus 1 is N minus R plus 1 divided by R. R is going to cancel. So what is left is summation R is equal to 1 to N, N minus R plus 1. Put R is equal to 1. When you put R is equal to 1, I get N minus 1 plus 1, which is N. When you put R is equal to 2, I get N minus 2 plus 1, which is N minus 1. When you put R is equal to 3, I get N minus 3 plus 1, N minus 2. Like this, it goes on. Last term is got by putting R is equal to N. N minus N plus 1, that is 1. which is summation of n, correct? 1, 2, 3, etc. n, summation of n, which is n into n plus 1 divided by 2, summation of n formula, n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Option A is the answer. Next one, question number 31 on sequence and series. This is Sn stands for sum to n terms of a GP, geometric progression, with A as the first term and R as the common ratio. Want to find Sn is to S to n, sum to n terms to sum to 2n terms. I want to find. So required is sum to n terms divided by sum to 2n terms. Sum to n terms is the formula we know, A into R power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. We assume that common ratio is greater than 1. We can assume less than 1 also, no problem, whatever, we'll get the same answer. A into, this is R power n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. Sum to n terms of a GP. Sum to 2n terms of a GP could be written as A into R power 2n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. Correct? Number of terms is 2n for sum to 2n terms. R minus 1 cancels. A cancels. What remains is R power n minus 1 divided by R power 2n minus 1. This you can write it as R power n minus 1 divided by R power 2n minus 1 is R power n minus 1 into R power n plus 1. So that R power n minus 1 cancels. What is left is 1 by R power n plus 1. This is in the form of A square minus B square, which is A minus B into A plus B, or A plus B into A minus B, whatever. So required answer is 1 by R power n plus 1. Option B. A simple question on sequences and series of a geometric progression is asked. On to the next one. Question number 32, we have the if AM and GM of roots of the quadratic equation are given 5 and 4 respectively, want to form the quadratic equation. Arithmetic mean is 5 and geometric mean is 4. Arithmetic mean is given to be equal to 5. Geometric mean is given to be equal to 4. We'll call arithmetic mean as A and geometric mean as G. We have the equation x square minus 2a into x square minus 2a into x plus g square is equal to 0. Arithmetic mean is 5, geometric mean is 4. Substitute x square minus 2 into a is 5 into x, g is 4 square is equal to 0. That is, we have x square minus 10x plus 16 is equal to 0, which is option D. X square minus 10x plus 16 equal to 0. Arithmetic mean is given, geometric mean is given, forming the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha and beta. Suppose if you know the roots as alpha and beta, then we can form the quadratic equation as x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. Suppose alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. What we have is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta is equal to 0. This is the quadratic equation whose roots are alpha and beta. They told want arithmetic mean and geometric mean of the roots of the quadratic equation. Roots are alpha and beta. Arithmetic mean of the roots is alpha plus beta by 2. Correct? Arithmetic mean of the roots. Suppose roots are alpha and beta. Arithmetic mean of the roots is a is equal to alpha plus beta by 2. Geometric mean of the roots is root of alpha into beta. So alpha plus beta is 2a. Correct? So that is how I got that. X square minus what is alpha plus beta? 2a. Alpha plus beta is 2a into x. What is alpha into beta? Squaring on both sides, we get g square. So if alpha and beta are the roots of the quadratic equation, with arithmetic mean a and geometric mean g, then those roots, the alpha and beta, are the roots of this equation. You can remember. Roots of alpha and beta, the roots of this equation. X square minus 2a into x plus z square equal to 0. This is the equation you have to remember. Okay, very important. X square minus 2ax plus z square is equal to 0. This is option D. Alpha and beta are the roots of a quadratic equation. Then we can form the quadratic equation as x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. And arithmetic mean of the roots is alpha plus beta by 2. Geometric mean of the roots is root of alpha into beta. Please make a note. Learn this equation, it's very important. Move on to the next one. Question number 23 on straight lines. The angle between the line x plus y equal to 3 and the line joining these two. So slope of this line you find out. Slope of this line you find out and use the formula tan theta mod of m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. Slope of the line is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. When the equation of line is given, slope is minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. X plus y is equal to 3, find out. Slope of x plus y is equal to 3. Slope of x plus y is equal to 3 is m1 is equal to minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y, which is minus 1, correct? Minus coefficient of x by coefficient of y. Slope of the line joining, slope of line joining 1 comma 1 and minus 3 comma 4. Slope of the line joining 1 comma 1 and minus 3 comma 4 is m2. m2 is equal to, so how to find slope of line joining 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2. Slope is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Take this first point as x1 comma y1, second point as x2 comma y2. Slope is y2 minus y1, 4 minus 1. Difference in y divided by difference in x. y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. y2 minus y1. 4 minus 1, correct? 3 divided by minus 3 minus 1, which is minus 4. Now apply the formula tan theta. Tan theta is equal to mod of m1 minus m2 divided by 1 plus m1 m2. Substitute the values. m1 is minus 1, m2 is minus 3 by 4, minus of minus 3 by 4. Divided by 1 plus m1 is minus 1 and m2 is minus 3 by 4. Minus 1 plus 3 by 4 is minus 1 by 4. Mod of minus 1 by 4 divided by, this will be minus into minus will be plus 1 plus 3 by 4, which is 7 by 4. 4 cancels. Mod of minus 1 by 7 is 1 by 7. Tan theta is 1 by 7, implies theta is tan inverse of 1 by 7. Theta is tan inverse of 1 by 7, which is option C. A very simple board exam kind of question asked in CET on straight lines. On to the next one. Question number 34 on conic section of parabola question asked on parabola. Equation of the parabola whose focus is 6 comma 0 and the directrix is x equal to minus 6. Focus is given. Focus is at 6 comma 0. Focus is here. This is x axis. Origin. Y axis. Focus is at 6 comma 0. On x axis. Directrix is the vertical line x equal to minus 6. X equal to minus 6. Directrix. Focus and directrix is given. Focus lies on x-axis and the directrix is vertical. So equation of the parabola is in the standard form. It takes the form y square is equal to 4ax. Equation of the parabola is y square is equal to 4x. Parabola y square is equal to 4ax. Finding the equation of the parabola means I have to find the constant a here. Correct? For parabola, focus is a comma 0. You know that focus is given to be 6 comma 0, which is a comma 0. Implies a is equal to 6. Directrix x is equal to minus a. Directrix is x is equal to minus a, which is given to be equal to x equal to minus 6. If we compare this to no, I'll get a is equal to 6. So finding the equation of the parabola means finding out the constant a. Parabola is symmetric with respect to x-axis because focus lies on x-axis and directrix is vertical. So standard form of the parabola. We got opening right side. So we got the value of a as 6. Put a equal to 6 in star. Put a is equal to 6 in equation star. What do you get? Therefore, y square is equal to 4 into a is 6 into x, which is 4 into 6, 24x. Y square is equal to 24x. Option A. A very simple question asked on parabola. Move on to the next one. Question number 35. We have on limits. Limit x tends to pi by 4. Root 2 cos x minus 1 by cot x minus 1. If you apply limit directly, no, it takes 0 by 0 form. Put x equal to pi by 4. Cos pi by 4 is 1 by root 2. 1 by root 2 into root 2 is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Numerator is becoming 0. Denominator also becomes 0. Cot pi by 4 is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. Correct? When you apply limit directly, it becomes root 2 into cos pi by 4 minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1. Root 2 into 1 by root is 1. 1 minus 1, 0. 1 minus 1, 0. Takes 0 by 0 form. If you apply limit directly, whenever it takes 0 by 0 form or infinity by infinity form, one can apply L'Hopital's rule. L'Hopital's rule says differentiate numerator and denominator separately. Because it takes 0 by 0 form, apply L'Hopital's rule. Apply LH rule. Differentiate numerator and denominator separately. Limit x tends to pi by 4. Differentiate numerator and denominator separately. Derivative of root 2 cos x is root 2 into minus sin x. Root 2 into derivative of cos x minus sin x. Derivative of 1 is 0 divided by derivative of cot x is minus cosecant square x. Derivative of 1 is 0. Apply limit. Now x equal to pi by 4. Minus could be cancelled. Minus root 12, right? Into sin pi by 4 is 1 by root 2 divided by minus cosec pi by 4 is root 2. Root 2 square is 2. Correct? Minus will cancel. Root 2 cancels. Numerator becomes 1. Denominator is root 2 square is 2. So answer is 1 by 2. Very simple question on limits. Limit of trigonometric function where it takes 0 by 0 form. So we can apply L'Hopital's rule. Differentiate numerator and differentiate denominator separately and apply the limit to get a finite answer. Move on to the next one. This is a question which is deleted at present. Okay, you don't have this chapter actually. Even in 2024, many questions were asked from the deleted topics. Okay, this chapter itself is a deleted. Okay, so they asked to find the negation of the statement. For every real number x bar plus 5 is positive. So negate means you should contradict this statement. So how to write a negation of this statement? For every becomes there exists a real number x such that x bar plus 5 is not positive is the answer. There exists at least one real number. For every becomes there exists at least one real number x such that x bar plus 5 is not positive. That is negating the given statement, contradicting the given statement. For every becomes there exists at least one real number x such that x bar plus 5 is not positive. That is a negation of the given statement. Option C is the answer. Move on to the next one. Question number 37 is on statistics. A, B, C, D and E be the observations with mean M and standard deviation S Want to find the standard deviation of the observations A plus K, B plus K, C plus K, D plus K and E plus K. That means they're adding a constant K for all the observations. The standard deviation and variance is unaffected if a constant K is added to all the observations. So it's the important result we have. So standard deviation of A, B, C, D, E is yes, correct? Given the standard deviation sigma is a notation for standard deviation. Sigma for A, B, C, D and E is yes, and you have to find standard deviation of the observation. We required is standard deviation of for A plus K, comma B plus K, B plus K, C plus K, D plus K, comma E plus K is also yes, because standard deviation is unaffected by adding a constant K for all the observation. Okay, standard deviation and even the variance is unaffected if a constant K is added to all the observation. Okay, so standard result, that is answer is option yes itself, that is option D. Move on to the next one. Question number 38. This is on invertible function. Function f from R to R defined by f of x equal to tan x. Want to find f inverse of 1. Let f inverse of 1 be equal to x. We have to find inverse of this element. F inverse of 1, let it be equal to x. From this, I can write this as f of x equal to 1. F of x is given to be equal to tan x. So tan x equal to 1. Tan x is equal to 1. I can write the general solution for this. 1 could be written as tan pi by 4. Tan pi by 4. We know the general solution for the equation, the trigonometric equation, tan x equal to tan alpha is x equal to n pi plus alpha. X equal to n pi plus alpha, n belongs to z. So tan x equal to tan pi by 4. I can write the solution for this as x is equal to n pi plus pi by 4. N belongs to z. X equal to n pi plus pi by 4. N belongs to z. Option B. Finding inverse of the element 1. F inverse of 1. Move on to the next one. Question number 39 we have. F from R to R is defined by this. F of x equal to x square plus 1. Want to find the pre-images of 17 and minus 3. So pre-image of 17 means you find F inverse of 17. Let F inverse of 17 be equal to say alpha. Let F inverse of 17, want to find out, let it be equal to alpha. And F inverse of minus 3, pre-image means inverse of the element. Let this be equal to beta. Okay, so from this I can write it as f of alpha is equal to 17. F of x is x square plus 1. F of alpha is alpha square plus 1 is equal to 17. So alpha square is equal to 16. So alpha equal to plus or minus 4. F inverse of minus 3 is beta. So we get f of beta is equal to minus 3. F of beta means what? Beta square plus 1. Beta square plus 1 is equal to minus 3. This gives beta square is equal to minus 4. Beta is equal to what? Plus or minus root of minus 4, which is not a real number, does not belong to R. Beta is plus or minus root of minus 4, which is not a real number. So the F inverse of minus 3 is going to be an empty set, and F inverse of 17 is plus or minus 4. So pre-image of 17 is 4 comma minus 4, and pre-image of minus 3 is empty set. So answer is option C. Please make a note on invertible functions. Move on to the next one, question number 40 we have. Here it's given G O f of x. G composition f of x is sin x. What is given is G of f of x. G of f of x is equal to sin x. And f of g of x. F of g of x is equal to sin root x the whole square. Sin root x the whole square. Correct? Want to find f of x and g of x according to the option. What we can do is sin root x the whole square. That is, I can call this sin x, I can write this as square root of sin square x. Square root of sin square x is actually mod of sin x. This could be written as square root of sin square x. Square root of sin square x. So inner function is f of x, that is sin square x, and outer function is root, that is root x. So I can easily tell g of x is going to be root x and f of x is sin square x. If you take f of x as sin square x, the inner function is f of x. Your inner function is sin square x. Outer function is g, that is outer function is root, correct? Your inner function is sin root x and outer function is, sin root x the whole square. It is of the type sin square x, where x has been replaced by root x. So I can tell answer is option C because it satisfies. If you take f of x equal to sin square x and g of x is equal to root x, f of x equal to sin square x and g of x is equal to root x, and you find out g of f of x and f of g of x, I'll get these two, correct? If you find g of f of x, what we get? G of f of x is sin square x, g of sin square x, that is g of sin square x is root of sin square x, f of g of x, f of what is g of x are taken root x, so f of root x, f of x is sin square x, so f of root x will be sin root x the whole square, sin square root x actually, sin square of root x, or I can write this as sin root x the whole square, sin root x the whole square, which is nothing but option C satisfies. The given conditions are satisfied for option C, f of x equal to sin square x and g of x equal to root x. If we take those two, I'll get the required thing. On the next one, question number 41. Let A is equal to, given set like this, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 dots are missing actually here. Please correct this question. Let A is equal to, A should have been like this. A is equal to 2, 3, 4, 5, dot, dot, dot. 3 dots are missing actually. There are 17 elements here from 2 to 18. Okay. 3 dots are missing. Let R be the relation on the set A of ordered pairs of positive integers defined by this. A comma B related to C comma D if and only if AD equal to BC. So the two ordered pairs A comma B and C comma D are going to be related to each other if and only if AD equal to BC. AD is equal to BC. In other words, I can write this as A by B is equal to C by D. Two ordered pairs are related to each other if we satisfy this condition. A by B is equal to C by D. Okay, so A by B should be equal to C by D. So you have to find number of ordered pairs of the equivalence class of 3, 2. So which are the ordered pairs related to 3, 2 to find out. So 3, 2 means I have to find out the ordered pair 3, 2 is related to which of the ordered pairs. 3, 2 is related to which ordered pairs. Means I should find out 3 by 2 is also equal to which ratio. 3 by 2 is also equal to what are ratios possible. Correct? So this is what I have to find out. We know that 3 by 2 is also equal to 3 by 2. Correct? Is also equal to 6 by 4. Is also equal to 9 by 6. Is equal to 12 by 8. Correct? 9 by 6 is also 3 by 2. Also I can write 3 by 2 as 12 by 8. 12 by 8. Correct? 4 2s are 4 3s are. Also I can write this as 15 by 10. 15 by 10 is also 3 by 2. 9 by 6 is 3 by 2. 3 3s are 3 2s are 3 by 2 I am getting. 4 3s are 4 2s are 3 by 2. 5 3s are 5 2s are. And is also equal to 3 by 2, 15 by 10, and also I could write this as 18 by 12. 18 by 12, correct? 6 2s are 6 3s are. That means 3 by 2 you multiply by 2 you get this. Multiply by 3 you get this. Multiply by 4 you get this. Multiply by 5 you get this. Multiply by 6 you get this. Beyond this I can't go because last element found is 18 here. So how many ordered pairs are possible? I mean, what are the ratios which are equal to 3 by 2? 3 by 2 is also equal to 3 by 2. 3 by 2 is also equal to 6 by 4. Also equal to 9 by 6. 12 by 8. Also equal to 15 by 10. 18 by 12. There are 6 ordered pairs. So answer is option C. Please make a note. Cos inverse x plus cos inverse y plus cos inverse z is 3 pi. This is a question based on the maximum value of cos inverse x. We know range of cos inverse is 0 to pi. Given cos inverse x plus cos inverse x plus cos inverse y plus cos inverse z is equal to 3 pi. That means cos inverse x is equal to cos inverse y is equal to cos inverse z. All should be equal to pi. Cos inverse x, cos inverse y, cos inverse z, all should be equal to pi because maximum value of cos inverse x is pi. Maximum value of cos inverse x is pi. Correct? Otherwise, sum will not be equal to 3 pi. If you take any one of them as less than pi, then sum will not be equal to 3 pi. Correct? Pi plus pi only becomes 3 pi. If you take any one of them as less than pi, so 0 plus pi, that becomes 2 pi. That won't be 3 pi. If you take any one of the terms as less than pi, sum will not be equal to 3 pi. And you can't take more than pi. Correct? So only possibility is that each of them should be equal to pi in order to satisfy that equation. Cos inverse x equal to pi means x should be equal to cos pi. X, y, z all should be equal to cos pi. Cos pi is minus 1. Cos pi is minus 1. We need to find this value. X into y plus z. X into y plus z plus z, y into z plus x. Y into z plus x plus z into x plus y. We need to find the value of this. Substitute all x, y, z are equal to minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1, minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1, minus 1. This is minus 1 into minus 2 plus minus 1 into minus 2. Correct? Plus minus 1 into minus 2 it is. Minus 1 into minus 2 I can write everywhere. So this is 2 plus 2 plus 2 which is equal to 6. Option C is the answer. Please make a note on finding maximum value of cos inverse x is pi because range of cos inverse x is 0 to pi because of that. Move on to the next one. Question number 43. This is actually a faulty question. This is a wrong concept. This can't be equal to 4. For any x in the interval minus 1 to plus 1, it's a domain of sin inverse and cos inverse. This equation is not true. This cannot be equal to 4. But blindly, if you're solving, you will get the answer. That's a different story. But it's anyway deleted part only. We must know that sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2 based on this. Sin inverse x plus cos inverse x equal to pi by 2. Properties of ITF. For all x belongs to the closed interval minus 1 to plus 1. Okay. So the given equation is 2 sin inverse x 2 sin inverse x minus 3 cos inverse x is equal to 4. Correct? This is a given equation. So from there, I can find out the individual values for sin inverse and cos inverse. So this equation will multiply by 3 and write. Multiply this equation by 3 and write. What do you get? 3 sin inverse x, 3 sin inverse x plus 3 cos inverse x is equal to 3 pi by 2. So what we get from this? This will cancel. 5 sin inverse x. 5 sin inverse x is equal to 4 plus 3 pi by 2. Or I can take LCM here, 2. 2 into 4 is 8. 8 plus 3 pi by 2. Or sin inverse of x I can get from this. Sin inverse of x will be equal to 8 plus 3 pi divided by 10. Similarly, again you write the same equation. 2 sin inverse x plus 3 cos inverse x. 2 sin inverse x minus 3 cos inverse x equal to 4. Same equation you write again. Now I'll multiply this equation by 2 and write. Multiplying by 2 only get 2 sin inverse x plus 2 cos inverse x is going to be equal to 2 into pi by 2 will be equal to pi. Then you can subtract this. If you subtract second minus first, I get 5 cos inverse x. 5 cos inverse x is equal to pi minus 4. Or cos inverse x will be equal to pi minus 4 divided by 5. From this, you can find out 2 sin inverse x plus 3 cos inverse x. 2 into sin inverse x, 8 plus 3 pi divided by 10 plus 3 into cos inverse x is pi minus 4 divided by 5. 2 ones are 2 5s are 8 plus 3 pi divided by 5. This is 3 pi minus 12 divided by 5. Taking common denominator and add it, we get 6 pi minus 4 divided by 5. You will get the answer as option B. But this entire thing is wrong. It's a wrong concept. The question itself is wrong concept. Conceptual error. Because this equation is not true for any x. Understood? Please make a note. Move on to the next one. Question number 44. A is a square matrix such that A square is equal to A. Find I plus A the whole cube. A square is equal to A means such a matrix is called as idempotent matrix. A square is equal to A means square matrix A is idempotent. A is an idempotent matrix. A is an idempotent matrix. You must know this. Idempotent matrix. And A square is equal to A means A cube is also A. A power 4 is A. A power 5 is A. Everything is A only. All higher powers is A. See, A cube is what? A cube is A square, no? Multiplied by A on both sides. What is A square? A. What is A power 4? Because A cube is A power 4 will be A square. A square is A. Like this it goes on. Correct? All higher powers is A only. A power n is also N. A power n is also A only. For all n belongs to natural numbers. Of course, greater than n is greater than or equal to 2. N is greater than or equal to. Natural number with n greater than or equal to. Whenever A square is A cube is A power 4 A power 5. I can use the time saving result. It's the application of binomial theorem. I can write I plus A to the power n. I plus A to the power n as I plus 2 power n minus 1 into matrix A over. Within 5 seconds you can crack this question. Whenever an idempotent matrix is given, I plus a power n is I plus 2 power n minus 1 into matrix A. So you want I plus a the whole cube. I plus a the whole cube is equal to I plus 2 cube minus 1 into a. That is I plus 2 cube is 8. 8 minus 1, 7a over. Answer is 7a plus I plus 7a, same as 7a plus I. Answer is option C. If you want, you can do the actual method also. I plus a the whole cube, you want, no? I plus a the whole cube. First you can find out I plus a the whole square. I plus a the whole square is I plus a into I plus a. The actual method also I can do. I into I is I only. I square is I. A into I is A. I into A is A. A into A square. A square is A. So this becomes I plus A plus A plus A. Because A square is A. Correct? A square is A. A square is A. So A plus A becomes 3A. So I plus 3A. If you want I plus A the whole cube. I plus A the whole cube is equal to I plus A into I plus A the whole square. I plus A into I plus A the whole square we got just now in the previous step as I plus 3A. This is I plus 3A. This is I into I. A into I is A. I into 3A is 3A. Plus 3A into A. 3A square. A square is A. So this is I plus A plus 3A plus A square is A, no? A square is A. So 3A square is 3A. 3A plus A becomes 7A. So I plus 7A. In general, I can prove also this one. Using binomial theorem, I can prove it. Using binomial theorem, I'll prove it. I plus A power n. Consider I plus A to the power n. Using binomial theorem. NC naught into I power n plus NC1 into I power n minus 1 into A plus NC2 into I power n minus 2 into A square. Like this it goes on. Last term will be NCN A power n. NC naught is 1. I power n is I. NC1 keep as it is. I power n minus 1 is I only. I into A is A. NC2, I power n minus 2 is I only. I into A square is A square. A square is A. Because it's an idempotent matrix. All higher powers is A only. Correct? Whenever A square is equal to A. Because remember, A square is equal to A implies A cube is A. A cube is A. A power 4 is A. A power 5 is A. All higher powers is A. A power n is also A. Correct? Therefore, what I get? I plus A to the power n. I plus A to the power n is I plus, we can take A common here. If you take A common, what I get? NC1 plus NC2 plus NC3 etc. NCN, which is 2 power n minus 1. We know some of the binomial coefficients NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2 plus etc. NCN. Sum of the binomial coefficients is equal to 2 power n. So NC1 plus NC2 plus etc. NCN is 2 power n minus 1. Because value of NC0 is 1. Value of NC0 is 1. So this becomes 2 power n minus 1. Correct? So terms inside this bracket is 2 power n minus 1 because value of NC0 is 1. 1 is taken that side, minus 1. So 2 power n minus 1. So I plus A into 2 power n minus 1. This is the answer. So learn this. Quite useful result. Whenever A is an idempotent matrix. Idempotent matrix means a square matrix which satisfies A square is equal to A. If A square is equal to A cube is also A power 4 is A power 5 is A, everything is A power n is A, n is some positive integer. Okay, I plus A power n will simplify to I plus A into 2 power n minus 1. Follows from binomial theorem and binomial coefficients. Okay, please make a note of this. Beautiful question. Move to the next one. This is another result we have. Matrix A is given like this 1 1 1 1. E power 10 is 2 power 9 into matrix A. The two important results I'll mention here. Matrix A is 1 1 1 1. Then A power n is equal to 2 power 9. A power n is 2 power n minus 1 into matrix A. Now this. That is for a 2 cross 2 matrix. If it is a 3 cross 3 matrix or a 3 by 3 matrix is given, then matrix A power n, if you want to find out, A power n is equal to 3 power n minus 1 into matrix A. Both are true for all natural numbers. For all n belongs to natural numbers. This can be proved by principle of mathematical induction. Okay. So now A power 10 is asked. A is 1 1 1 1. A power 10 is equal to 2 power 9. 10 minus 1 is 9. 2 power 9 into matrix A, option B. Please make a note of this. Many results are there connected to this, even on matrices, or many results are there of all elements are equal to 1. Suppose diagonal is 1 and non-diagonal is minus 1. Like that, many results are there. I have written a synopsis book called as Achievers Mathematics. I have written 7 books already for PU syllabus. First PU boards and second PU boards. Complete synopsis for various competitive exams. Very useful. It includes both first PU and second PU. All CET level and J level formulas are there along with examples. And also I got classroom module for first PU, classroom module for second PU, first PU CET and second PU CET. 7 books I have. Okay. So in my complete synopsis book, there are various formulas connected to this. Please make a note of this. Move on to the next one. Question number 46 we have like this. F of x equal to determinant is given. Want to find f of 1 into f of 3 plus f of 3 into f of 5 plus f of 5 into f of 1. If you find f of 3, no, the first row is entirely 0. If you find f of 3 if we find out, determinant of 3 minus 3 is 0, first row. 3 square 9, 9 2s are 18, 18 minus 18, 0. Here 3 cube is 27, 27 into 3, 81, 81 minus 81, 0. One row is entirely 0, means value of determinant is 0. So f of 3 is 0. Same way f of 5 if you see, if you find f of 5, second row will be entirely 0. Second row is entirely 0, 5 minus 5, 0. Here put x equal to 5, 5 square 25, 25 into 2, 50, 50 minus 50, 0. Put x equal to 5, 5 cube is 125, 125 into 4 is 500, 500 minus 500, 0. Second row is entirely 0, means value of determinant is 0. So f of 1 I am not finding out, that doesn't become 0. So they ask to find what? F of 1 into f of 3 plus f of 3 into f of 5, f of 3 into f of 5 plus f of 5 into f of 1. We have to find the value of this. F of 1 how much? We don't know. That to keep as it is. But f of 3 is 0. 0 into this 0. F of 3 is 0. F of 5 is 0. 0 into 0 is 0. F of 1 we not calculated. We can find it of course. But f of 5 is 0. 0 into f of 1 becomes 0. 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 0. Answer is option B. Very simple question on determinants. If one row is entirely 0, then the value of determinant is 0. F of 3 is 0. F of 5 is 0. For f of 3, first row is entirely 0. So value of determinant is 0. For f of 5, second row is entirely 0. Value of determinant is 0. Next one. Question number 47. F of x given like this. Question on limits with determinant. First we'll expand this determinant. Then divide by x square, then apply limit for this. F of x is equal to, expanding this determinant, we get f of x is equal to cos x into x into x square minus 2x square. X square minus 2x square minus x into, leaving second column first row, 2x sin x minus 2x cos x. correct? 2x sin x minus 2x cos x plus 1 into 2x sin x minus x cos x. 2x sin x minus x cos x. Find out this is minus x square cos x, correct, minus 2x square sin x plus 2x square sin x plus 2x into sin x minus x cos x, correct, no? This is 2x square cos x, no, sorry. Minus into minus plus 2x square cos x. Like this I get. Now you divide the entire equation by x square. Therefore, f of x divided by x square into. When you divide by x square, this becomes minus cos x minus 2 sin x plus 2 cos x. Here you are dividing by x square, so it becomes 2 sin x by x. 2 sin x by x. I am dividing by x square. You are dividing by x square, no? Cos x by x. I think there is a mistake in the question, I think. Just a minute. There is a mistake in the question. This should be sin x, okay? This should have been sin x. Sorry for this. Cos x, x1, 2 sin x, x, 2x, sin x, x, x. What a blunder it is. Typing error. Sorry for this. Typing error has become. So expanding this determinant, what I get? F of x is equal to cos x into leaving first column, first row, x into x square minus 2x square, x square minus 2x square, minus x into leaving second column, first row, 2x sin x minus 2x sin x, that becomes 0 there, correct? 2x sin x minus 2x sin x. Plus 1 into leaving third column, first row, 2x sin x minus x sin x. 2x sin x minus x sin x. Mistake in the typing, okay, please correct it. This is what I mean, sin x, so that this part is becoming 0. 2x sin x minus 2x, this part is gone, 0. So what is left here? F of x square minus 2x square is minus x square, minus x square cos x, this part is 0, correct? 2x sin x minus 2x sin x is 0. Here this part is left here. 2x sin x minus x sin x will be x sin x. Like terms can be simplified, no? Like terms could be simplified. 2x sin x minus x sin x is x sin x. Now we can divide by x square. F of x divided by x square is equal to minus cos x dividing by x square. For this also divide by x square, we get sin x divided by x. Therefore, limit x tends to 0, f of x divided by x square. Take limit for this. Limit x tends to 0 of minus cos x plus sin x by x. Cos 0 is 1 and sin x by x is 1 as x tends to 0, we know. Limit theorem is there. Correct? This is minus cos x plus sin x by x. As x tends to 0, this becomes cos 0 minus 1 and limit x tends to 0, sin x by x is 1. Minus 1 plus 1 becomes equal to 0. Option B is the answer. Small typing error was there in this. Please rectify it. Instead of cos x, it is sin x. That is, in the third row, first column, element is sin x. I corrected it and given. Next one, 48. Which one of the following statement observation is correct for the features of logarithmic function for any base greater than 1? Domain of log function is R, the set of real numbers. Domain of log function is only positive real numbers. This is false. Correct? They ask which of the following observation is correct. This is correct they are asking. Correct? Domain of log function is R is false. Domain of log function is only positive real numbers. Domain of log x is only positive real numbers. Is the interval 0 to infinity. The range of logarithmic function is R plus the set of all positive real numbers. That is range of logarithmic function. R plus is false. Range of log function is all real numbers. Log x can be positive, negative, 0. That is also false. In fact, the range of log x is all real numbers, not only positive real numbers. Range of log x is R. All positive real numbers, not just positive real numbers. It can take any real number, positive, negative, 0. If value of x lies between 0 and 1, log function is negative. And if the value of x is greater than 1, log function is positive. And the value of x is exactly 1, log x becomes 0. Log 1 is 0. Log 1 is 0. Log of a number greater than 1 is positive. Log of a number between 0 and 1 is negative. So it covers all real numbers. The point 1 comma 0 is always on the graph of logarithmic function is true. The graph of log x always passes through the point 1 comma 0 because log 1 is 0. We know that log 1 is 0. So 1 comma 0 is always a point on the graph of y is equal to log x. Of course, it is true. And the graph of logarithmic function is decreasing as we move from left to right. Because the base is greater than 1, it is increasing function. It is not decreasing function. The graph of log function looks like this. It passes through the point 1 comma 0 and it is increasing. For the base b is greater than 1, it is increasing function. It's increasing function. Y is equal to log x base b, where the base b is greater than 1. Where the base b is greater than 1, log x. It always passes through the point 1 comma 0. So answer is option C. Similar type of question was asked on exponential function in the year 2014. Okay. So this is on log function. Which of the following is correct? Option C is correct. Rest are not correct. Option C is right. Move on to the next one. 49. P is given like this. A matrix is adjoint of a 3 cross 3 matrix A whose determinant value is 4. Find alpha. P is adjoint of the matrix A. P is adjoint of the matrix A. P is adjoint of the matrix A. Take determinant on both sides. Determinant of P is equal to determinant of adjoint of A. We know determinant of adjoint is determinant of A power n minus 1, where n is the order of the matrix. Order of the matrix is 3 cross 3, 3 by 3 matrix. So power is 3 minus 1, that is 2. Determinant of A square it becomes. We need to find the value of alpha. Determinant A is given to be equal to 4. So determinant of A is 4. This becomes 4 square is equal to 16. Determinant of P you can find out because matrix P is given. No? From this we find determinant of P. Determinant of P is, expand this, 1 into, leaving first column, first row, 3 into 4, 12 minus 12, 0. Minus alpha into, leaving second column, first row, 1 into 4, 4 minus 6, minus 2. Plus 3 into, leaving third column, first row, 1 into 4, 4 minus 6 minus 2. So what you get is minus into minus plus 2 alpha. This is 2 alpha minus 6. I'm getting determinant of P is 2 alpha minus 6. So from this 2 alpha is equal to 22. So alpha is equal to 11. Alpha equal to 11. Option C is answer. Given P as adjoint of A, take determinant on both sides. Determinant of P is determinant of adjoint A. Determinant of adjoint is determinant of A power n minus 1, where n is the order of the matrix. Order of the matrix is 3 cross n. So I put n equal to 3. So determinant of A square. Determinant A is already given as 4. So 4 square 16. Determinant of P could be found using this matrix P, where it contains alpha. So determinant of P turns out to be 2 alpha minus 6. 2 alpha equal to 22, alpha equal to 11 is the answer. Option C. Please make a note on properties of adjoint of a matrix. Move on to the next one. Question number 15 we have. A is given like this, determinant of x1, 1x. So if I expand that, A is equal to, I'm going to get x into x square minus 1. A is x square minus 1. B is what? B expand this. B is given like this. Determinant of x1, 1, 1x1, 1, 1x. Expanding this determinant, I get B. Expanding it, x into, leaving first column, first row, x square minus 1. Minus 1 into, leaving second column, first row, x minus 1. Plus 1 into 1 minus x. So what do you get? This is x cube minus x plus 1 minus x. This will be x cube minus x minus 3x. 1 plus 1 is 2. Differentiate this. They ask to find dB by dx. Differentiate this with respect to x. dB by dx is equal to 3x square minus 3 plus 0. 3 is common, we get x square minus 1. X square minus 1 is from equation 1, it is nothing but a. So dB by dx is 3a using 1. Option A is answer. Quite simple question. This question is exactly same question is asked 3 times. Once in the year 2013, 2015 and in the year 2024. Okay, please make a note. Expanding the determinant and differentiating and comparing with A. dB by dx expressing in terms of A. A is x square minus 1. Move on to the next one. Question number 50. First we have on increasing and decreasing function. F of x given like this. X into e power x into 1 minus x. F of x is given as x into e power multiplied right x into 1 x minus x square. X minus x square. Get the critical point for this. F dash of x. Apply product rule. First function keep as it is. Derivative of e power x is e power x. E power x minus x square into derivative of x minus x square. 1 minus 2x plus e power x minus x square into derivative of x is 1. First into derivative of second plus second into derivative of first. Now take e power x minus x square common. E power x minus x square is common. What do you get? X into 1 minus 2x plus 1. Correct? E power x minus x square into, here what remains? X minus 2x square plus 1. Exponential function can never become 0. F dash of x equal to 0 if you do, I'll get the critical point as this quadratic to be 0. Minus 2x square plus x plus 1 should be equal to 0. You can multiply by minus 1. Correct? This becomes 2x square minus x minus 1 equal to 0. This is to factorize this. 2x square minus 2x plus x minus 1 equal to 0. 2x is common. We get x minus 1 plus 1 into x minus 1 equal to 0. X minus 1 is again common from this. X minus 1 into 2x plus 1 equal to 0. So critical points are x minus 1 0 means x equal to 1. X plus 1 0 means x equal to minus half. x equal to 1 and minus half are the critical points. So using Wavy-Comm method, I can find out where the derivative is positive and derivative is negative. Mark these critical points. Minus half and 1 are the critical points. Minus half is smaller than 1. My f dash of x in the simplified form is, I have factorized it, x minus 1 into x plus 1. Of course, negative sign is there. I multiplied by minus 1. So f dash of x is here. I'll write f dash of x is equal to what we have? E power x minus x square. E power x minus x square into this. This quadratic is factorized as minus sign is kept outside actually into x minus 1 into x plus 1. Correct? So f dash of x I'll write here. There is not required. I'll write here itself because there is no space much there. So f dash of x in the simplified form we have f dash of x in the most simplified form we have minus of e power x minus x square. Correct? This minus is kept outside. 2x square minus x minus 1 is factorized as x minus 1 into 2x plus 1. You see that coefficient of x square is negative here. X into x square, 2x square minus 2x square I get. Correct? Along with this negative sign, you can tell that coefficient of x square is negative. So by Wavy-Comm method, extreme right side you start with negative. And 1 is derived from x minus 1. Its power is 1 odd number. So sign changes, becomes plus. And 2x plus 1 is minus half is derived from 2x plus 1. Its power is 1 odd number. Again sign changes. So using Wavy-Comm method, I can tell that f dash of x is positive in the interval minus half to 1. Therefore, it is increasing in the interval minus half to 1. If derivative is positive, the function is increasing. The derivative is negative, the function is decreasing in that interval. So in the interval minus half to 1, the function is increasing. Function f of x given like this. F of x is increasing in the interval minus half to 1. Derivative is positive. F dash of x, find out. Exponential function can't be equal to 0. It never becomes 0. So terms inside the bracket should be equal to 0. I multiplied by minus 1. So to find the critical points, 1 and minus half are the critical points. By Wavy-Comm method, I am finding out where the derivative is positive and where the derivative is negative. Right side of 1, I am start with negative sign because coefficient of x square is negative here. Alternate negative, positive. Okay, if coefficient of x square is positive, start from positive. Now coefficient of x square is negative, start from negative, minus, plus, minus. If you can't understand this Wavy-Comm method, you find out the sign. If you take a value of x greater than 1, say x equal to 2, you find out f dash of 2 in this. Okay, if you can't understand the Wavy-Comm method, take a point, convenient point in this interval 1 to infinity. Say take x equal to 2 and find out f dash of 2 is how much? F dash of 2 you find out. That is equal to minus e power x minus x square. That is not important for us. 2 minus 2 square. 2 minus 4. 2 minus 4 is minus 2. E power minus 2 is positive only. 2 minus 1, 1. Correct? 2 into 2, 4 plus 1, 5. So I am getting a negative answer. See, minus e power minus 2 into 5. That means it is negative. So f dash of 2 is negative. In that interval 1 to infinity, derivative is negative. You take any value between minus half and 1. Say you can take 0. F dash of 0 you find out. F dash of 0 if you find out. If you find out f dash of 0, what do you get? Minus e power 0 minus 0 is 0. Correct? 0 minus 1 is minus 1. 2 into 0, 0 plus 1 is 1. So I am getting minus into minus plus 1. See, f dash of 0 is positive. In this interval, minus half to 1, derivative is positive. Function is increasing. Say we can take x equal to minus 1 in the interval minus infinity to minus half and check whether derivative is positive or negative. You will get negative there. So I can conclude that in the interval minus half to 1, the function is increasing because in that interval, derivative turns out to be positive. Correct? So answer is option D. Move on to the next one. 52nd we have integral of an indefinite integral is given here. Integral of sin x by 3 plus 4 cos square x. Because sin x into dx is there, we put t equal to cos x by using method of substitution. Similar type of questions were asked in earlier PYQs also. Put t is equal to cos x because sin x into dx is there. Put t equal to cos x. Put t equal to cos x. Derivative of cos x is minus sin x. dt by dx is equal to minus sin x. Or minus dt is equal to sin x into dx. Sin x into dx. is minus dt. Therefore, the given integral I becomes I is equal to sin x into dx is minus dt divided by 3 plus 4 into cos square x. Cos x is t, so this becomes a t square, which is equal to minus you can keep outside. Dt means 1 dt. This is root 3 square, correct? And 4t square is 2t the whole square. This is equal to minus integral of 1 by a square plus x square. What is integral of 1 by a square plus x square? 1 by a tan inverse of x by, correct? So, but coefficient of t is 2 here. After integrating, you should divide by coefficient of t here, correct? So, 1 by a square plus x square formula. Integral of 1 by a square plus x square is 1 by a tan inverse x by 1 by a tan inverse of 2t divided by root 3 divided by coefficient of t, which is 2, plus a constant c, that is minus 1 by 2 root 3 tan inverse of 2 into what is t, substitute by cos x divided by root 3 plus a constant c. After integrating, you should divide by coefficient of t, correct? Because it is linear term. Instead of t, it is 2t, so divide by 2, don't forget. So answer is minus 1 by 2 root 3 tan inverse of 2 cos x by root 3 plus c, option E. Please make a note. A question on indefinite integral is asked. Move on to the next one. Question number 53 is on indefinite integral here. Integral from minus pi to plus pi. Odd function, even function property is applicable here. Minus pi to pi 1 minus x square into sin x into cos square x. Multiply this. This is, I can tell 1 minus x square is even function. Sin x is odd function. Cos square x is even function. Even into even is even. Even into odd is odd. Integral of an odd function from minus a to plus a is 0. Directly I can tell answer is 0. No need to solve. Just oral work. Answer is 0. Because 1 minus x square is an even function. 1 minus x square is an even function. Correct? 1 minus x square is an even function. Sin x is an odd function. Sin x is an odd function. Cos square x is even function. Cos x is always an even function. Cos square x is also an even function. Product of two even functions is even function. Even into odd is odd function. This is even function. E means even. O means odd. E is even. Even into even is even. Even into odd is odd. O stands for odd function. E stands for even function. This is 0. Correct? This entire product is an odd function. Integral of odd function from minus a to plus a is 0. And the answer is 0. Option D. Quite simple. Please make a note. Product of two even functions is even function. Even function into odd function is odd function. So resultant is an odd function. This entire thing is an odd function. Otherwise you can verify it. Take this as f of x and find f of minus x. We'll end up with f of minus x equal to minus f of x. Odd function. Hence answer is 0. Correct? Move on to the next one. Question number 54. The function x power x for x positive is strictly increasing at which interval? Take the function as y equal to. Let y be equal to x power x. You know, derivative of x power x is x power x into 1 plus log x. Two questions are asked on increasing and decreasing function in this paper. Derivative of x power x is very standard. Derivative of x power x is x power x into 1 plus log x. Because the function is strictly increasing, derivative is positive. X power x is already positive, so 1 plus log x should be positive. 1 plus log x should be positive. That means log x is greater than minus 1. Log x is greater than minus 1. That means x is greater than e power minus 1. Converting log to exponential form. Log x means log x base e. So log x base e is greater than minus 1. Means x is greater than e power minus 1. That is x is greater than 1 by e. X is greater than 1 by, because the function is strictly increasing, I take derivative as positive. Function is strictly increasing, I take derivative as positive. Strictly increasing means derivative is positive. X power x is already positive because x is positive. So we have the condition 1 plus log x is positive. So log x is greater than minus 1. X is greater than e power minus 1. Convert log to exponential form. Inequality remains the same here because the base is e here. Base is e. E is greater than 1. We know that log function is increasing function. The base is greater than 1. And log function is decreasing. The base lies between 0 and 1. So it is increasing function. X is greater than 1 by e is the answer. Option C. Please make a note. Next one. Question number 55. Maximum volume of the right circular cone with slant height 6 units. Slant height is fixed as 6 units. You have to find the maximum volume of the cone. You can sketch a figure like this. Cone is like this. This is slant height. Slant height is fixed as 6 units. This is height. And this is base radius. This is perpendicular. We have L square is equal to R square plus H square relationship. L is given to be equal to 6. 6 square is equal to R square plus H square. We know volume of the cone, right circular cone, is 1 by 3 pi R square H. So 1 by 3 pi R square, how much? From this, you can eliminate. R square is going to be equal to 36 minus H square. Substitute for R square. 36 minus H square into H. So what we get is pi by 3 into, what we get is 36H minus H cube. Differentiate this with respect to H. Differentiate with respect to H. For maximum, we know the condition. For maxima, the first derivative should be 0 and the second derivative should be negative. dv by dh. Differentiate with respect to h. Pi by 3 is constant. Derivative of 36h is 36. Derivative of h cube is 3h square. Again differentiate. d square v by dh square. d square v by dh square is pi by 3 into derivative of 36 is 0. Derivative of 3h square is 6h. So I get minus 2 pi h. Second derivative is negative. Now dv by dh equal to 0. dv by dh is equal to 0. What do you get? Pi by 3 into 36 minus 3h square equal to 0. Pi by 3 can't be 0. So 3h square equal to 36. So h square is equal to 12 I am getting. H square is equal to 12. H is equal to 2 root 3. Taking the positive square root. Root of 12. Root of 4 into 3. 2 root 3. So height should be equal to 2 root 3. For first derivative should be equal to 0. When height is 2 root 3, already second derivative is negative. So volume is maximum. V max you want to find out. You can substitute in this. V max you'll get. Maximum volume of the cone we can get from this. V max. V max is possible when h is equal to 2 root 3. So pi by 3 into what we get? 36 into h. H is 2 root 3 minus 2 root 3 cube. What we get? Pi by 3 into 36 into 2 is 72 root 3. Here 2 cube is 8. Root 3 cube is 3 root 3. So 8 into 3 root 3, 24 root 3. Correct, no? 2 cube is 8. Root 3 cube is 3 root 3. 8 into 3 root 3, 24 root 3. So this becomes pi by 3 into, this difference is going to be 48 root 3, which is 3 ones are, 3 16s are. So I get 16 pi root 3 or 16 root 3 into pi. 16 root 3 into pi, option B. So maximum volume of the cone is 16 root 3 into pi. Please make a note of this. Slant height is fixed, L equal to 6. Want to find maximum volume of the right circular cone. Volume of right circular cone is given by the formula 1 by 3 pi r square h. Eliminating r. R square is 36 minus h square. Two variables are there, r and h. Converting it to a single variable. R square is 36 minus h square. Multiply it inside and differentiate with respect to h and get the answer. Get the critical point. Also show that second derivative is negative for volume to become maximum. So critical point is h equal to root 3. When h equal to root 3, volume is maximum, and you can find out Vmax using this pi by 3 into, substitute in this volume as a function of height. Then you put h equal to root 3, get the answer as 16 root 3 pi. Option B. Please make a note. Move on to the next one. Question number 56 we have on vectors here. Vector AB and vector AC are the sides of the triangle ABC. Length of the median through A. We have one time saving result for this. Vector AB and vector AC are given here. Correct? AB and AC. Length of the median through A. Length of the median through A is half into magnitude of AB plus AC. Vector AB is given, vector AC is given. Length of the median through A. That is magnitude of vector AD we want. Magnitude of vector AD is equal to half into magnitude of vector AB plus magnitude of vector AC. I mean half magnitude of AB plus AC. Half into magnitude of, what is AB plus AC, find out. AB plus AC is equal to how much? 5i plus 3i, 8i. 4 minus 2j. Minus 2j keep as it is. 4k plus 4k becomes 8k here. We can take 2 common here. 2 if we take common, I get 4i minus j plus 4k. If you find magnitude of this, you can substitute here. 2 times 4i minus j plus 4k. 2 cancels. We get magnitude of 4i minus j plus 4k. Magnitude of 2 is 2. 2 comes out. 2 cancels. Magnitude of this vector is root of 4 square 16 minus 1 square 1. 4 square 16, which is root 33. Root 33. Option C is answer. Please learn this time saving result. Already 3 times this type of question is asked. Okay, in the past years if you refer. Move on to the next one. 57. This is also deleted part because they asked to find the volume of the parallelepiped. This is from the box product, the scalar triple product. It is volume of the parallelepiped whose coterminous edges are given like this. So if ABC are the coterminal edges of a parallelepiped, volume is given by the scalar triple product. That vector A is equal to J plus K. J plus K means 0i plus J plus K. It is 0i plus J plus K. Vector B is equal to I plus K. That means I plus 0J plus K. Vector C is equal to how much? I plus J means you can write it as I plus J plus 0K. Volume of the parallelepiped is volume of the parallelepiped is the box product of ABC. Box product of ABC, which is the scalar triple product, which is nothing but the determinant of first row is components of vector A 0 1 1. Second row components of vector B 1 0 1. Third row is components of vector C 1 1 0. This is 0 into anything is 0. Minus 1 into leaving second column first row 1 into 0 0 minus 1 minus 1 plus 1 into leaving third column first row 1 minus 0 1. So this will be minus of minus 1 plus 1. Answer is 2. 2 cubic units. Option B. Please make a note of finding volume of parallelepiped. On to the next one. And again a question on vectors here. Vector A and vector B are two unit vectors. Theta is the angle between them. A plus B is unit vector if. So magnitude of A is 1 because A is a unit vector. Magnitude of vector A is equal to 1. Magnitude of vector B is equal to 1. A plus B is unit vector. So magnitude of A plus B is also 1. Correct? A plus B is also unit vector. Vector A and vector B are two unit vectors. Even A plus B is a unit vector. Want to find angle theta is equal to how much? Whenever A and B are unit vectors, we have the result magnitude of A plus B is equal to 2 cos theta by 2. Standard result. Whenever A and B are unit vectors, we can use this. Magnitude of A plus B is equal to 2 cos theta by 2. Magnitude of A minus B is 2 sin theta by 2, provided A and B are unit vectors, then only you can apply. Now magnitude of A plus B is also 1. So 1 is equal to 2 cos theta by 2. So cos theta by 2 is 1 by 2. Cos theta by 2 is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 could be written as cos pi by 3. So theta by 2 is equal to pi by 3 from this. Theta by 2 is equal to pi by 3. So theta is equal to 2 pi by 3 they get. Required angle is 2 pi by 3. Learn this result. When A and B are two unit vectors making an angle of theta with each other, then magnitude of A plus B is 2 cos theta by 2. And one more we have magnitude of A minus B is 2 sin theta by 2. Your required angle is theta is equal to 2 pi by 3. Nice question asked. Move on to the next one. Solution of, this is a question on differential equation. E power dy by dx equal to x plus 1. Given e power dy by dx, e power dy by dx is equal to x plus 1. To bring this dy by dx to the base, I'll take log on both sides. Taking log on both sides, we get log of e power dy by dx is equal to log of x plus 1. Taking log on both sides. Log m power n is n log n. The power comes down. We know this property. Log m power n is equal to n log m. The power comes down. So dy by dx into log e it becomes. Dy by dx into log e is equal to log of x plus 1. And log e is 1. Log e means log e base, which is 1. So if we can cross multiply this, dy is equal to log of x plus 1 into dx. Integrate on both sides. Integral of dy is equal to integral of log x plus 1 dx. Separating the variables and integrating on both sides. You put t equal to x plus 1 for this. Put t equal to x plus 1. So that dt is equal to dx. dt by dx is 1, so dt equal to dx, correct? So I can integral of dy means 1 dy, integral of 1 with respect to y is y. Here it becomes log of x plus 1 is t, dx is same as dt, integral of log t, we know t log t minus t, it's very standard, plus a constant c. Substitute back for t is x plus 1. So you get x plus 1 into log x plus 1. Put back t value, t is x plus 1 minus of x plus 1 plus a constant c. Call this as star. Find the constant c by some given condition y of 0 equal to 3. Y of 0 equal to 3 means when x equal to 0, y equal to 3. Given y of 0 equal to 3. Given y of 0 is equal to 3 means x equal to 0, y is equal to 3. Put y equal to 3, therefore star becomes, star implies second, right? Y is 3, x is 0, 0 plus 1 is 1, log of 0 plus 1 minus 0 plus 1 is 1 plus c. So, correct, no? 0 plus 1 is 1, 0 plus 1 is 1, log 1, here 0 plus 1 is 1, log 1 is 0. So, c I am getting 4. The value of c is, this part is 0, 3 plus 1 is 4, constant c is 4. Therefore, I can substitute my equation, star becomes what? I'll write here. Therefore, star becomes y is equal to x plus 1 into log x plus 1, x plus 1 into log of x plus 1 minus of x plus 1, c is 4, minus of x plus 1 plus value of c is 4. Simplified, one more step, I will write here itself. What we get from this? Y is equal to x plus 1 into log x plus 1 minus x. This is minus 1 plus 4 will be 3. 3 can take that side. Therefore, I get the solution as y minus x, take that side, becomes plus x. Correct? Minus x taken to left hand side becomes plus x. This is minus 1 plus 4. Minus 1 plus 4 is 3. Taken that side, minus 3 is equal to x plus 1 into log x plus 1. Option D is answer. Y plus x minus 3 equal to x plus 1 into log x plus 1. Finding the particular solution. Move on to the last question, question number 60 of this paper. The question on differential equation, even this is deleted, I can tell. The family of curves whose x and y intercepts of the tangent at any point are respectively double the x and y coordinates of that point. So you take the equation of tangent first. Equation of tangent is equation of tangent y minus y is equal to m into x minus x naught. Or capital Y minus y is equal to slope of the tangent is dy by dx into x minus x. Okay, take the equation of tangent like this. To get x-intercept, put y equal to 0. To get x-intercept, put capital Y is equal to 0. What we get? Capital Y is 0. 0 minus y is equal to slope into x minus x. So from this, what is capital X if I note? Minus y divided by dy by dx or dx by dy, right? Reciprocal of dy by dx is dx by dy. Correct? This is taken that side. Plus x is equal to capital X. This is your x-intercept. They told x-intercept is double the x coordinate. So given, according to the question, given x-intercept is this. X-intercept I am getting like this. Minus y into dx by dy plus x is equal to twice the x coordinate. So what do you get? Minus y into dx by dy is equal to 2x minus x is x. From this, we can separate the variables and integrate on both sides. Separating the variables, we can write a sentence here. Separating the variables. Separating the variables. Separating the variables, we get dx by x is equal to minus dy by y. Integrate on both sides. Integral of dx by x is equal to integral of minus dy by y. Integral of dx by x is log of mod x is equal to minus integral of dy by y is log of mod y plus constant log of mod c. Log x plus log y log c. Log x plus log y is equal to log c. Sum of the log is log of the product. So log of xy is equal to c. Removing log on both sides, we get xy is equal to c. Xy is equal to c. Option A is answer. So equation of rectangular hyperbola. Same way you can try with y-intercept is double of y-coordinate, you get the same answer. If you want, you can find out what is the y-intercept and find out y-intercept with 2 times y-coordinate, you'll get the same answer. If you want to show it. To get the y-intercept, you have to put capital X equal to 0. Add one page here. Equation of tangent we have y minus y is equal to dy by dx. Slope of the tangent into x minus x. To get y-intercept, put x equal to 0. Put x equal to 0. What do you get? Capital Y minus y is equal to, this is 0, minus x into dy by dx. Or from this, capital Y is equal to y minus x into dy by dx. Given, according to the question, y-intercept is double the y-coordinate. Y minus x into dy by dx is equal to 2 times y. Correct? That means 2y minus y is y. So minus x into dy by dx is equal to y. Separating the variables, I get dy by y is equal to minus dx by x. Integrating on both sides, integral of dy by y is equal to integral of dx by x. Integral of dy by y is log of mod y. Integral of dx by x is log of mod x. Add a constant c finally. Or you get log y plus log x is equal to log c. Log of mod y plus log of mod x is equal to log of mod c. Log a plus log b is log of ab. Log of xy is equal to c. Log of xy is equal to log of mod c. Remove log on both sides. We get xy is equal to c. Same we'll get. Any one of them if you do, it's enough. Xy is equal to c. Here also we get xy equal to c. There also we get xy equal to c. So answer is option E. With this, all the 60 questions of Kcet 2024 has been completely solved along with explanation, along with concepts also. And in some of the questions are given 2 methods also, not just single method, 2 methods are given. Many more videos will be uploaded in the coming days. Continuing with Kcet series, 2025 is already done. This is 2024. Going back 2023, 22, 21 like that. All the PYQs of Kcet and also synopsis for Kcet and JEE exams will be covered separately. Okay, please do subscribe to my channel and forward to your friends. With this I conclude. Thank you.